Time to warm up the dice. Prepare the snacks. Will there be safe passage or brutal attacks? The players come from everywhere on Lantern Noir. Elves, dwarves, giants, and dragons is what you are. So pull up a chair. Get ready for the next campaign. It'll be a hell of a lot more fun than sitting in the rain. For the next 5 hours, time is gonna move a lot faster. Thanks to your imagination and your fabulous dungeon master. Lantern Noir presents.
No, I have to wait to see.
Okay, and we're up. Welcome back to another week's Dungeons and Dragons session. We are on, where are we on now? I forget which act we're on. We're in Act 3? Act 3. So the fourth session in this particular story arc, Cries in the Night. I am your host, Lantern Noir, a.k.a. Rob, a.k.a. the Dungeon Master. Kind of kick us all off, a quick introduction to all of our players and characters. Ms. Nebula, if you would start us off.
Hello, I am Nebula, and I am playing Samara Starfall, the Elven Wizard. And you can find me at twitch.com twitch.tv / Nebula Gaming. And yeah.
Cool.
I am Adam. I play the human fighter Dagon Bjorn. I like to punch things.
AMS Techie playing as Techie, the human pallet clerk. I should be bashing stuff, but I end up healing everyone and dying a lot, so that's fun.
I'm Jeremy, aka Spinny Hub. I'm playing Frederick, the Dwarven Ranger, and I love to watch Dagon punch things.
And then I play everybody that they're not. So it's a job, and it's fun. Previously, we had, let's see, we started the adventure off in a cave where Astaki's paladin took the Oath of Ravenkind and became a paladin of that order. You fought your way out. You got to town, discovered the town is besieged during the full moon by a banshee. You then ran back out of town with
we beat the game.
He crashed. I think his stream is still working, but just not.
Oh yeah,
Discord.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. What's I died on Discord?
Oh, yeah. Interesting.
Am I back on Discord?
There a way to...
Uh-oh.
I'm sending it to the chat.
Oh dear.
Want to chat in Discord? In Discord, send him a message.
That's not good.
He knows. He knows.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
He
he's
knows
trying to figure it out.
because he just stopped. He knows. He has a plan.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
He has
yes.
a plan.
oh, there you go. Oh. Maybe.
Okay, now we're all back again. Except, are we all back?
I think so.
Okay.
Are we
Present.
yes?
Okay. Okay, and that's the view I wanted to be on when we left. Okay, there we go. Nothing like a little technical difficulties at the top of a stream to remind you that you're alive. Hey, Black Cell, welcome aboard.
Get them out of the way.
Yeah. Famous last words. Well, Houston, I think we just had our one glitch for this mission. They'll be fine if nothing else goes wrong.
That's something you don't want to hear in a horror movie.
I mean, it's a horror game, so
Okay, so from the recap, I think I froze shortly after mentioning the Oath of Ravenkind. Fought your way out, found out the town has a banshee problem, went out to the forest, fought the banshee, lost the banshee, went back to town, licked your wounds, did some research, found a dead enchantress, found her dad gave you a thing, you went out, went to a cave, found the lantern, gave it to Nebula, and now this adventure starts back in the cave where we started, except there are 3 giant spiders blocking your exit. Did I miss anything?
Nope. I think that's a very good brief synopsis of everything.
sounds about right.
We're knee deep in crap. Yup. Yep,
Yes,
you are.
the greatest role you could possibly.
Speaking of, let me get that.
Hey,
back.
we're jumping right into it, though.
No one will go before my mighty 3.
It's like, okay,
Oh,
so
we rolling?
I think we're diving right in on this one. I think there's just too much ahead of us. Twitch was freezing for me. Hopefully, I think it was me. I think I actually had a bit of a system meltdown here, which, not fun, but happens from
Dang,
time to
2
time.
1s in the initiative roll.
Wait, what are the chances of that? Like 2 1s in the
Okay.
initiative roll.
Speaking of which, let me get some tokens on the board here, and then I'll input everybody's initiative rolls.
They did take us by surprise, let's be honest.
Did they, though?
Nothing
I mean,
surprises me.
I'd rather get it out of the way now than have it come back later when I'm like trying to roll damage, so I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if they get you in one hit, you don't get to roll damage.
What makes
True.
you think these spiders are actually going to take you out? Maybe you shouldn't answer that.
Numbers.
Let's
Like,
use this
We
one.
haven't died. Well, we've only each died once a couple times.
Have you seen The Mandalorian?
Even that
Spoiler.
dude was afraid of spiders.
Okay, and we'll use that for that one. There we go. That'll work. Okay, let me update the board, and then we'll get down to our like that last time. We're gonna dive right in on good old fashioned combat, and get some blood pumping tonight. Speaking of which, let me find the encounter now, and I'll load the battle board with it. Ah, yes, here it is. The encounter is titled "Now Spiders."
Now spiders.
Now spiders? All right, Samara comes in at a 4. Dagon is going to be going first. And Frederick with that big old
Of course, you
3.
mean running in.
That's right.
Okay, let me get the
Well, does that,
combat
like-
mode set.
If it's arcane casters, does that mean I can use that lantern as well? And then there are spiders.
Are Rangers arcane casters? I thought they were divine.
I thought you said they were arcane last time we checked, but honestly, I don't know.
Can you cast cantrips?
Where do you see that? No.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
They're divine casters.
Yeah.
Oh, I could have used the crazy finger then.
You could have. He could have. Azteki could have given you the finger. Yes.
And go searching
No,
for
it was
another
as
wand.
Techie's job to use the finger.
Okay. So, to keep things interesting, I believe we're just going to put all of you together just to keep life simple. Dagon. Adam, what is Dagon doing right now?
So that spider in the middle, does it look different than the other two spiders?
Yes, that would be the one on the initiative tracker that is called the really giant spider.
Ah, yes, really giant spider.
Of course.
God, he rolled as bad as me.
Yeah, well, I'm just gonna like look at him and be like, oh crap, spiders, and then I'm just gonna rush in right up in that big guy's face, right in the middle, try to keep them all in line.
Okay. So just a dead-on charge straight in and see what happens. I can live with
That's
that.
the plan.
That's the plan. It's simple. That was your plan, Ray? Get it?
Oh no!
I
That's
understood
like
that
always
reference.
my
No, it was
plan
get
in this
her.
game.
What, was
yes.
it like get them or get her?
Get her.
I forget which one it was.
It was get her. Real scientific.
It's easily communicatable, direct plan of action.
Is there a second swing coming? Oh, yep, there is. There it is. A 15 is going to be a hit.
All right, good.
Oh, we're all blessed still. I just like to remind you. So if you get a miss, I think you can add a 1d4 if it's gonna miss. Like you gotta roll, right? Is that
Okay.
the thing?
Yeah, you got to roll a d4.
Roll
Yeah.
1d4. Okay, we can handle that. And that's the guy up
I'm
front.
also going to use a maneuver to try to push him back. So that'll do strength saving throw DC 13. Otherwise, he gets pushed 15 feet away, and then he takes the extra D8 damage.
Okay, I was like, why would you try to push something with so many legs?
Okay.
Extra d8 of damage, totally good reason.
Totally good reason.
Ones. I'm rolling ones like crazy.
So what's the net damage this thing has taken? And I'm pretty sure it failed its check. So
So it'll be 5 damage total, and then just throwing him back 15 feet.
okay. 15 feet. So you
Unless he's larger than a large size. So I can push up to a large creature.
push up to a large. Yeah, we'll call it
Large
large.
is like, what, a giant maybe? Like, how big is
Who
that?
cares?
He's a giant. He's a really
Nobody
giant
cares.
spider, though.
He's a really giant.
It's a really
Yeah,
giant
it's not an
spider.
almost
Though.
giant.
That's why I specify. Because if he's really giant, maybe I can't push him.
Well, I just want to designate this is like the bigger of the three, and one of you could maybe, if you want to pause and study their anatomy, you could rule it down better than that. But I'm not entirely sure that
How
that's
giant is this spider?
like what is it that
I
makes
need
this
to
one?
Hold on,
know.
where's spider?
Where's Steve when we need him? Steve, how giant is this spider?
Hopefully he's avoiding the spider webs.
Hopefully,
Figured
think-
he's waiting outside. I figured we didn't even bring him in here.
I think we need to look at Steve through the stone again, or the crystal.
ah. Let's see here. This one is going to make a ranged attack roll against
I
Dagon
read a whole book about that.
with the AC of 15, and it is ineffective.
13 AC.
13 AC.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't use a shield.
Oh.
Got leather armor plus my dex mod.
Well, that's a horse of a different color. Okay, I can remember that.
And I'm usually there to protect you, but not this time.
That's true. Yeah. Usually we could have intercession for protection.
Usually we can. Well, in that case, that's unfortunate. Yeah, that is unfortunate. Dagon finds himself restrained. as he begins to be coated by the spider on the left side of the archway in, well, webbing. So for its action, it's going to just start basically attempting to rope up Dagon and take him out of the fight, if possible. The other one is going to maneuver straight into here and hold action.
Oh, goodness. I feel like I'm going to have to teleport away.
Azteki, what are you doing, sir?
I guess I'm gonna rush in and help Dagon get unstuck. That's a thing, right? Like an assist?
You can use your action to assist him.
Or
You
can we
might
not do
be
that?
more concerned with like Dagon might be able to get himself loose.
Okay.
I mean, you can, but you've got like 3 large combatants on top of you right now.
Because the other thing I was thinking about doing was healing myself. Because I'm down to 6 hit points. So is everybody okay with me healing myself? Or is now not the time to do that?
You're no good to us dead.
You don't want to die. We want you to be alive.
Okay. So I guess I'll just hang back, and that way I can protect, I guess, in case this thing that's holding action decides to jump in. So I'll stay in the back line, and I'll just heal myself and hopefully be able to protect somebody. So let me roll the heal.
Are you doing the
Which
heal or are
one
you
is that?
doing
Cure wounds.
your cool thingy?
Oh, let me think. That the AoE like group heal thing, right?
You probably don't want to do that yet. Most people are above half right now.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
there's that. I was wondering if you're using lay on hands or cure light wounds.
I was gonna do cure wounds because I still have 2 spells to burn.
Okay.
So this will leave me with 1 spell to burn.
All right. Go ahead and throw the dice.
Let's see those fat heels.
All right, so I get 7 back.
That's
Wait, you only get 1d8?
1d8 plus 2.
That's what it says. 1d8 plus 2.
Oh, does he only have level 1 spells right now, or how does that work?
Yeah, level 1s.
I guess.
Okay, I was like, my Cure Light Wounds can do 2d8 if I use it.
Yeah, I guess maybe at the next level I can do that. Right
oh
now,
no,
all
mine
my-
is still 1. I'm incorrect.
Okay. I'm like, we'll have to see.
Yeah, I think it's level 4 for Rangers and Paladins when they get their second level spells.
Oh, so we get where we get the fat heals.
Yep.
Well, I feel 1d8 better.
Yeah, you're practically ready to go fight a giant or even really giant spider.
Depending on like how much of a d8 he feels better.
Speaking of which, Neb, what's Samara doing? Tell her to talk.
She's muted. You're
She's still muted.
Yeah, I am muted.
There's the button.
So I'm kind of scared to be around this giant spider, but I do have a Azteki near me, so I don't know. Maybe I'll be okay if I stay here.
Okay.
I like the faith she has. Maybe I'll be okay.
If I were you, I wouldn't want to be near the giant spider.
Maybe the knight in shiny armor will protect me. Maybe. Who knows?
Maybe. So I guess
And next to the shield.
I guess I'm gonna attack the giant spider in front of me.
You still have
With something.
yeah, you still have another second level spell slot.
I do.
So you've got lots of good options for that. Although I know what I'm not going to tell you what to do. You can decide.
Yes, I don't feel like I should bring out Bob again. I think I would like to use the scorching ray possibly
Okay.
on this spider.
The one that's like waiting for you to try to get past it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of figured that was what you were leaning towards.
Yep, Mr. Giant Spider.
It's our team
who's hanging out in
tactics.
front of.
Blast the thing in front of you in the face.
Yeah.
His
Pretty
beady
much.
little eyes.
You need to
All
see an
right.
attack roll
Yeah.
first.
They're actually beady, quite large eyes.
And a lot of them.
Yeah. Giant eyeballs.
Many, many
Oh
eyeballs.
wow. Wow.
14
that's
is
gonna hit.
gonna hit.
Oh wow. Whew.
Yeah.
If she toasts some real good, guys, this is some good eating. That's all I'm saying.
Throw the.
Oh,
Oh.
Ugh.
underwhelming.
Underwhelming.
This is gonna be one of those nights.
This is gonna be one of those nights.
Power
All right, you got 2
underwhelming.
more.
Okay. Second ray.
That's the cheat code we didn't want to use.
The first ray kind of like blasts from her hand past Esteki's shield. It kind of singes its leg.
It's like got matted fur and stuff, right?
Yeah. The second ray, she throws the dice and gets.
$200.
Oh, wait, nope, that's still the first roll. Did you roll your second attack? Because you get 3 of them, remember?
I forget that. I forget there's
yeah.
3 of them.
You got 2 more shots at this thing. It's
Okay,
it's
well,
mathematically possible for you to drop it.
The first
Yeah,
one.
the scorching ray gets 3 rays. It's like Iron Man doing the like blast, blast, blast.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
Wow, second level spells are crazy. I'm here like 1d,
Yes, they are.
Mm-hmm.
and you're just like, I get to roll 32 dice. Watch.
Well, only for
Wait till you see Fireball, bro.
Oh, but you need to.
Yeah.
It has separate attack rolls though. So before can we apply the 16 damage, I need 2 quick attack rolls.
Oh, that's right.
Yep. Each ray actually has to
about the
hit.
That's right.
That'll hit, and that'll hit. That's very consistent. Thank you for that.
Nice.
So that's 16 damage to the giant spider directly in front of you.
All right.
And it is now all the way down to bloodied, and then some. Frederick, you're up.
Hey.
What's a dwarf do?
I will move my mark to it and shoot it with my bow.
Oh, hey, Obakan, welcome aboard. Send cake. Well, they're going to have deep fried spider here in a second.
Delicious. Goes great with the sticky buns, by the way, if you guys were wondering.
Does it? I didn't know you could eat arachnids, honestly.
Tastes kind of like crab.
Hold on.
That was
Gallery
the
has
joke
comment.
I was
What's up?
going for, to be honest.
You can. The biologist in the house has
I bet
confirmed.
you something eats spiders.
I will not have spider on my cake. Let's see. So that's a total of 11
Depends on the
damage.
cake.
That's going to hit.
Yes.
So 18 to hit, 11 total damage. I believe you have summarily dispatched the first spider.
Cool. I'm going to move my mark to really giant spider.
Maybe will bake me one. Cloudberries. I can see that. Okay, so the one that was waiting for you to do something appears to have erred in its decision making because it got cooked before it could do anything. That sucks. The really giant spider,
That's
on
the
the
way
other
we
hand,
like it.
is going to, well, let's see. Since
You're only coming through like half the time.
okay, it's going to come skittering across the ceiling. And I think it's going to do this
Ew.
thing. It's going to blast a shot from the ceiling down on Neb. And
Can I protect?
yes, if you would
Or is this
wish
like a
to
magic
intervene,
thing?
you can intervene if you want to.
Oh, yes. Okay, yeah, that's why I'm staying here.
Cool.
I also have a shield. I have a wizard shield, okay?
Give me a dex check, Asteki.
But
I can do Dex.
you would like to intercede on my behalf, I would appreciate it.
Where's the Dex button? Here it is. Let's see. I'm quasi nimble.
Ooh. Okay, well, here's the good news. Let me break it down as good news, bad news. The good news is you have protected Nebula from being caught up in its webbing by interceding and placing yourself between it and her. The bad news is it was going to miss her anyways.
Just throw up the big shield and it's just like.
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Mm-hmm.
It still is a good idea. It just didn't turn out.
Okay, Dagan, we're back to you in the order here. As you find yourself bound up in the webbing.
I am. So, like, are my arms free to fight, or am I like totally wrapped up?
You are free to fight, and you are free to try to break out. The one nearest you is currently holding itself back, but you can hold your action until it moves into range, which will not be very long from after now.
All right, I got a better idea. I am going to throw my 2 hand axes at the very giant spider.
Fair enough.
Nice.
Like, enough of this.
Don't get away from me that easily, buddy.
All right, I can see that. It's scary to run around it. Yee.
Now I have the really giant spider in front of me. That's great.
That's one's a hit, one's a miss. Wait.
Can you roll plus 4?
I'm sorry, those are 2 hits. I saw the 9. I thought that was a hit roll.
Okay.
So.
Want my blessed to mean something.
20 and a 14 will definitely hit. I'm going to let you roll the dice and tell me exactly how much damage we're talking.
13 total.
13 total. I can work with that now. All right. In that case, the one nearest you is going to come in on you. While you turn your back to it, it's going to clamber across its own webs. And... Yep. And make an attack roll, which it will land. And Dagon's going to take 8 damage. And...
Do I need to make a con save?
Yep. Its bite goes in. Now I need a con save against the poison.
Oh, here we go.
no.
Oh, jeez. You know what? I'm going to just put 2 hit points back on there from the adrenaline rush. Because, like, I'm sorry, that's disgustingly high for a con save against poison. That is an impressive feat. Let's see, the giant spider.
Con's kind of my thing.
Yeah, I see that. Azteki, what are you up to as you are covered in various bits of goop and webbing and strands?
Web.
I would totally like to swing on the really giant spider if he's within range.
Sure. But roll your attack roll twice because you are fighting while webbed. So it's got you roped up and you're swinging over your head. But you do have your.
Let me
well,
see
no,
if I
but you're not. You didn't bless yourself, so you don't have the bonus of the bless.
No, everybody has it but me. All right. So I rolled twice, but I think the first one was enough to miss.
Yeah. It was impressive.
Curses.
Fortunately, you have backup. Nebula, what you doing?
Okay, now I got a really giant spider in front of me.
Yes.
Let's see. Well, other than being terrified, I am going to.
What's the worst that could happen?
I guess I'm gonna. gonna stick with the little firebolt. I mean, why not? I try to firebolt it and it's many eyeballs.
Okay. Very reasonable.
It's a good shot too.
Wow. Yeah.
Only we can get the damage.
That's
It's still good.
solid.
Much better than a 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Much better than 1 indeed. I'll take that.
You force it to
over ones
skitter
any day.
left and right along the ceiling as it's dealing with being attacked. Mostly watching the last spider get barbecued. Down the initiative order, that takes us to Frederick.
I will shoot it.
I'm curious to see if you can actually take this thing all the way out.
Do I need my D4 for the blast to hit?
Yes, you will. Wait. No.
Yes, bless does something.
Okay, so here's the twist. It was impossible to miss from the bless.
Oh, awesome.
And rolling a 1 definitely indicates you were pushing the envelope. Like, all right, give me some damage now, because this is going to hurt.
Almost missed.
The bare minimum aim.
Yeah. Well, it is a really giant spider, so it's not exactly the
It's
hardest thing to
scaring
hit.
me. Ooh.
Holy crap. That should not be possible.
I don't think I've ever hit something that hard yet.
No.
Yeah, let's not piss off Freddy.
Okay.
Note to self.
Let me
not
update the
get on
board.
his bad side.
There we go.
I do believe he got yeeted, right? That's what the kids say. Get
Yeeted?
He probably got pinned to the ceiling. Like legit, like right through the middle of it, and the legs are hanging down.
I'm down with that. A series of arrows just stick each of its legs in place, and the last one goes right between, like right in the center of its eye cluster. It's green.
There's that movie
Ripping bits
theater
are all over you guys.
Mostly over Asteki because he can't move out of the way from under it.
Was that like your Legolas moment?
Yes.
Yes. That's like that cutscene where he goes out, like he goes ham and he just like kills like everything.
All right. We're around
Except Freddy shoots spears.
to Dagon.
Exactly. It looks like Gimli, but it moves like Legolas. Weird combo.
Moves like Legolas. Now that's a thing.
That's yeah, somebody should do that if they haven't already. Like they need to make that happen.
They do. Absolutely, they need to make that happen. Okay, Dagon's up. Adam, what's going on?
Well, I just threw my weapons away.
Yes, you did.
I suppose I will try to break free of all this webbing.
Okay, give me a strength check. Also kind of in your wheelhouse. Let's see what your DC is. There it is. That will do it. Get rid of that tag.
All right.
That's your action. You still have a
that was
move.
my action, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
I will just pull my longsword out and get ready to fight this guy that's right on me.
That's fair. And it is going to rather uninspiredly continue at you, having not really noticed everything else going on yet. Let's see how it does. Ooh. It connects again, and I need another con save. As it connects, and you can feel that venom starting to burn again.
15.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it. And you continue to shrug it off.
I drank something stronger than that this morning.
All right, and that takes us now
Freddy
down
smells worse than
to
that after a hard day.
Asteki.
I drink just vast amounts of poison on a daily, so like, what is this, you know?
I think I have resistance or immunity to poison. I'm not sure.
Well, dwarves have something fun going on. So, Asteki, what's our paladin
I have
doing?
advantage.
I guess I'll break free too.
All right,
Since
let's
I'm
see that
restrained.
impressive ripping yourself loose with that strength check,
All right.
which I'm not sure.
Hulk style, like that Hulk T-shirt.
Yeah, is this an act you can follow as well as Dagon followed it?
And close.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Oh, what does he need? I think that's enough. Actually, it was the really giant spider that did it, so that might be a slightly different DC. Nope, that'll do it.
Sweet.
All right,
You can't stop the bros.
Shield, bro.
and then Samara's up.
All right. I guess I'm taking aim at the one lonely spider that's left.
Okay,
And we're gonna firebolt it up.
fair enough. That's definitely hitting.
Oh, I thought that was a
Nice.
1 for a second. I was like, oh no.
Those firebolts are on fire tonight.
Oh,
That's it. Keep giving me your rolls now. Give me all the good rolls now. The boss is later.
Save some of those rolls. For
All right,
later.
Frederick.
nah.
What's our ranger doing?
Move the mark and like, I just want to go end this fight. I kind of want to just run up and slash him.
What's the worst that could
Dual-wielding
happen?
Style. Die.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be a problem.
Let's go.
So this is a charge?
I feel like I've been shooting a lot. I want to run up and I move the mark to him. I want to run up dual short swords and go ham.
All right.
Feeling really good after that hitting the giant spider to the ceiling.
Now, are you like stowing your bow, or are you just like throwing it to the side as you charge forward and the swords come out?
I think I'm dexterous enough to just slip it over my back
Okay.
and then pull out the swords.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I mean, I don't want to throw the bow. I really don't. If it came down to that, I'd be like, no, I'm going to shoot. Why? Because I like this bow.
Would have been more epic though.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of like picturing, but that's okay.
What would Legolas do?
It's
I mean,
fine. I
this-
throw my weapons
this-
all the time.
Yeah, but yours is like a nice solid piece of metal. Like mine's wood.
It could break.
Throw spears. Spears are wood.
Could you at
Not
least
doing
look
it.
at it for a second and think about throwing it and then be like, nah.
Because it would be instinctual, right? I would just be like, all right, throwing it over, grabbing the swords, running right in.
Yeah,
Like not even pausing.
That's
Just
one motion.
one fluid motion.
Muscle memory.
That's what we do.
All right, that's definitely going to be a hit. And that's definitely damage. And let's see here. And that's also a hit. Holy shnikes. And that's also damage.
It slices. It dices.
It pins spiders to the ceiling.
So that is 13, 8, 21. Holy shnikes.
I am just in awe. So far in this battle, everybody's incinerated and bludgeoned and shot and fireballed, all the things. I healed myself for like 7 points and got myself unnecessarily webbed.
See, you guys do bring me along for something. I'm good for something.
You're out watching and learning. Absolutely. And you know what's funny? I owe you for that one, Azteki. Because I accidentally deleted all of my clips this weekend. And I've been trying to I've been trying to rebuild my clip library. And I'm like, okay, that's a keeper as a D&D clip.
That's it.
I
You
like
can
it.
quote me on it.
Yep.
You know, they should have a
I'm gonna
confirm
use a
button,
heal
by the
on
way.
Dagon.
Just
I
saying.
agree. They
Confirm
should like before you like have a chance to like accidentally do that.
Oh,
Like they should be
yeah.
like, "Are you sure?" You know.
Yeah. I think clips aren't meant to live very
So
long.
is that okay?
Yes. Sorry.
Can I
Go ahead.
heal Dagon?
Yes. Please heal
No,
Dagon.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yep. I'm going to end the encounter. I'm going to switch out of this mode for a bit.
Have 8 more hit points, buddy.
There we go.
You just walk up as you're brushing off everything and just tap you on the back. Have 8 hit points.
And
I can always count on you, buddy.
You know it.
Oh.
move that over just a little bit.
That's why he takes the hits for me. I can like patch those wounds right up.
I was just looking at your hit points, like I was about to throw you in front of me.
That's why I ran up front. I was like, he's gonna die if we don't do something now. Because you were getting hit, and that's just not usual.
Right? I know that's very highly unusual.
That's not the way the
Well,
game
what's
works.
crazy too is that my armor class is not that fantastic. So, like I should be getting hit.
Part of that might be me because I have your armor class down as 15. And I'm not sure how that happened.
I feel like it was 15 before, and then you fixed it to 13. Like I feel like we went through this once.
We've
already.
gone through this before.
Like, maybe it didn't get saved.
I think we
Yeah, because when I
have.
first made the character, it auto starts you with a shield as a warrior, and it auto
That's
equipped it. Even if
right.
I'm not using it.
Yes. So let me see here. Okay. So I'm going to take 10 seconds to update this. And bump. There. Save. Okay. How much does he get back from that heal, by the way? 8? We can work with that.
He got big old 8.
I might get some back limpable. Got 2 shots, none hit.
Yeah, I've been through worse.
See, if any group can commiserate Obi-Wan with the died before you could do anything, this group has had more than a couple of near misses with that.
Yeah, some lovely single, rolls or one rolls,
The successful hits on the hitbox, no damage done.
Yes.
Okay, so
Able to do things and not do damage.
you have eradicated some of the spiders that have now claimed this cave complex as a home. You start to work your way back. I guess I'm assuming you're going to start to head back towards town.
Aztec, I think we're gonna need a lot of work if we're gonna make this into like a cult headquarters. Like we need to like fumigate this thing or something.
Yeah, we gotta
We'll
put
call
the
the
tent-
Orkin Man.
The Orkin men. Oh my gosh, I can just imagine it now. Like just a group of orcs in jumpsuits that comes and exterminates and stuff.
Yeah, you gotta
Like I love it.
I hear you got a bunch of spiders here.
Yeah, and they don't have like
We'll take care of that. Just hold out
insecticide.
a
It's
battle
all
axe.
fire.
I feel bad though because once they get the spiders
idea.
out, I can see them going. You got a nice temple back here. Shame if anything were to happen, like them spiders were to move back or some other accident should occur. I'm thinking you've got us on a retainer now, right?
Right. Yep. A month, so you can come back monthly and take care of any of those spiders.
I don't think that's what they would have meant.
Don't they ride around in like little, like mouse, like they're little bugs dressed up as mouses? Like what would the
Oh,
orc version of that
I don't
be?
know.
They just wear human flesh.
Yeah.
They could have like a
Don't
carriage.
hire these people. For the record, this is
know.
a terrible idea. Do
like a
not call
carriage.
the Orkin men.
It looks like a giant bug. I don't know.
Oh, thank you for the support, Black Sal. Good to have the support to keep the stream going and keep the lights on. And keep the internets flowing. We appreciate that. So you come out of the caverns. Actually not too worse for wear. You're definitely feeling a little bit winded. Samara's burned most of her arcane energy for the day. As Teki is starting to feel a bit on the exhausted side. And as you come out into the forest around the entrance, you can hear the bell of the watchtower in the distance as the sky is shifting from a red into a deep purple. Intentions?
Do I think we can make it back in time?
Can we take a nap somewhere?
Yeah, how far is it back to town?
Yeah, do I think
Hours
we
or-
can make it back in time for sunset?
If you push really hard, you can probably do it.
Because I don't want to stay the night in the.
Yeah, no, that sounds like a terrible idea.
You want to go check out the tree?
What? Now?
We got the lantern.
No, bro.
we're all
We don't want
like,
to fight at half cock like last time. We
Yeah, we're
literally,
all
I died twice. Twice.
not once, twice.
But you got better.
Yeah, no, I don't want to die again. Let's say
Barely.
no.
All right.
We all barely got out of that encounter.
Okay.
Is the point.
Bravely running away to town. Option 2.
Yeah, I think that's a good. I tried to make it to town and
Just
see what happens.
Okay, who's trailblazing? Who's leading this as you start to hustle
do
it
it.
back?
I guess I could be. Yeah. I think either me or Frederick.
Ranger
because
takes
we
the lead.
Both have night vision.
I know that's their job, right?
Rangers.
Yeah, again,
Yeah.
the only issue is it's not city.
Yeah, it's not really your most comfortable zone, but I think I want to see a survival check
Sounds good.
as you're trying to make your way through the forest, find a road, find a path. Never mind.
We survive.
Never mind. Put that back
We
up there.
live.
Yeah, with a 21 total, that's definitely gonna clear a nice smooth path back to town. Get that back out of the way.
Remember this individual tree. He's a douche.
It is
Those trees.
pretty dark when you get back to town, but you get there without any incident, which is a good thing.
We don't see any young lovers running off when we get to the gates.
You
I think if we do this time, I might just not look.
they
Turn the other way.
they know what they're getting into. We do not need to micromanage that. So you make your way back into town. I guess, what's your plan when you get back to town? You come up to the archway of one of the gates. There's a watchman standing post, looking slightly panicked because, it's the second night of the full moon.
And someone died last night.
Someone died last night. He definitely looks like he's much more concerned. Like, he's definitely watching for people, but he's not stepping very far out of the gate. He's definitely not anywhere near the edge of the light from the torches and lanterns, adorning it to mark it. What do you guys do when you get back to town? With having made a phenomenal roll to get there.
I would like to go back to sleep. To the sleep zone.
Don't you want to find the guy and talk about the lantern?
No, I want a sticky bun.
I want to sleep. I want to eat. I didn't take any of the spider with me. I'm really disappointed.
I want to drink something
Spider legs.
warm and go to sleep.
Yeah, I think Dagan is definitely in for a sticky bun and a couple mugs of ale.
Yeah, I'm talking about.
Okay, we'll smite evil later.
Evil will still be here tomorrow. You need to make sure you are too.
Yes.
Yeah, it seems to be there's plenty of evil around here.
Evil enough to go around for everybody.
No shortage of evil. Fair enough. You find your way back to the second home inn and tavern, and it's not really bustling. There's a few people making up the patrons for the night. The Tavern Keep obviously recognizes you and waves as you come in. Find anyone else out running around tonight?
I think they learned their lesson from yesterday.
Eh,
Yeah, and if they are, it's not our turn.
a rough business, that indeed. What do y'all need?
A place to sleep and food, preferably.
No, yep. Your rooms are still up as they were. We can easily add another night to your tab. And
Yes,
those,
and some food and drinks, sir, if you please.
you eating down here, or shall I have the girl bring it up to your room, lady?
I'll stay down here a
You
while
can
and
eat in our
enjoy.
rooms? I'm eating here, but I mean, you can eat in our room.
They don't get a lot of business around here. They want to keep everybody happy.
Yeah, room service.
Yeah.
I don't want to sleep in crumbs. Not into it.
The food comes. It's hot. It's not a lot to speak of. The ale flows. He'll keep it coming if you keep drinking. I need to know, is there anything interesting you all are planning tonight? Anything in particular you want to investigate, pursue, seek out, hope to find?
Someone that knows stuff about magic lanterns.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say
Hal Jordan.
maybe talk to we could always go back and talk to the enchanter guy.
You could.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, actually.
Is
Because
that
we have to return a thing we didn't take.
tonight or tomorrow, you're thinking? I'm more making sure there's no encounters you
Tomorrow.
want to have this evening.
No.
Okay.
No, I guess not.
Do you inquire with the barkeep about that, Esteki?
Yeah, I'll ask the barkeep. I'm not going to follow up on anything because that would be wrong, but I'll ask.
Wait, lanterns? Like, what do you mean lantern?
Magic lanterns. You
Oh.
know, the kind that you have to kill a bunch of spiders to attain.
Oh.
Yeah, like you rub it and you get 3 wishes or something.
And you hear from, you actually, at that comment, you hear a cry from the kitchen. That's a lamp. They're different.
Lectern, podium, doesn't really matter. It's not the big point of the situation here.
And this
Come on, Freddy. Even I knew that.
a head pops out the
Magic
doorway.
torch.
A lamp burns oil in a set pattern. A lantern can use oil or a wick within a single tube, usually surrounded by glass. There is a difference. And if we start this up again, he's not going to be sleeping with me tonight. And the barkeep looks at you
Bruh.
and looks at her and goes, "We've had this conversation before. Please don't push it."
It sounds like a point of passion. I respect.
Yeah, I wish I cared this much about life sources. I really do.
The wench that comes by and puts on a fresh thing goes, "Actually, it's kind of fun. Could one of you bring it up again? I like to watch them go at it." And then she kind of like bustles off towards a couple of people by the fire and checks on them. Barkeep leans over and goes,
I'm going to
"Go ahead."
have Azteki. Hey, Azteki, come upstairs with me real quick. I want to take a look at your wound.
There's a wound.
Like now.
Okay.
So when we're not in earshot of everybody, I want to be like, you can't just tell everyone we have magic items. You can't.
Oh, it seemed like a good idea at the time.
Look, the reason I don't like to acquire wealth is people like to take what doesn't belong to them. And we don't need anybody knowing about anything we have.
Okay, well, if you're gonna pull me off to the sound so serious about it, be like, "Hey man, I have the hiccups. Can we go in this other room?" Not like, "I need to take a look at your wounds now because we just fought a bunch of spiders and you're a ranger. You know about these things. I don't know about these things. I thought I was gonna die."
You know, sometimes the web can be venomous, but it did not look like that was the case this time. I think you're going to be fine.
I totally
Actually, you
thought
know
I was
what?
gonna die.
Let me totally look at your shield. Your
So
shield looks
dramatic.
good. You're totally fine. But yeah, no. Also, like, not on the best of terms with the captain of the guard. So just like, don't.
I feel like at this point, Dagan would just look at the rando next to him and just start telling him all about this crazy adventure he was just on. And they went to this magic portal, and there's this lantern. Yeah, we got this magic lantern. We're gonna try to use it to destroy the banshee. You know, it's just what good guys like me do.
See, I'm not worried about him talking about it, mostly because no one's going to believe his drunk ass. The paladin, on the other hand, like, no.
I'm just laughing at everything that's going on right now. Enjoying my food
When I get
and my
back
drink.
down there and he's telling the story, I'm going to be like, man, those spider bites are really getting to you, aren't they?
The bard keeps like totally down this conversation. So wait, what did you find again? What's it do?
Spiders, like 3 giant spiders. I mean, his wounds are still open. Yeah, look at this hole in his flesh. This is insane.
Yeah, and you know what? I found out I'm immune to poison. You know, who'd have thought?
You're not immune to poison. Let me put this out there for you to know you are not immune to poison.
Well, I didn't feel nothing, so.
I think you got lucky. I do not think you're immune to poison.
Yep, I'm just shoveling the food in my mouth, just enjoying this as like entertainment.
Keeping low profile.
Yep.
Try
The
not to
blue
get
elf at the
noticed.
bar is trying to keep a low profile.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I can't think of anything else important that's I'm gonna throw at you guys tonight. So unless you intend to leave the tavern for additional adventure, I think we can spin the wheel up to the next morning. You're awakened by a slight brightening of the darkness coming in the window. The smell of potatoes cooking, bacon, probably
Bacon.
a bit of a sizzling egg sound.
Oh, I got to get some pocket bacon for the road.
Yeah, man.
Pocket bacon is the best
Important.
bacon.
Bacon hype.
I mean,
Got that like extra, goodness.
maybe we could have used it to like, tempt the spiders with the bacon, distract them with bacon.
It have to be really juicy bacon for spiders to be into it.
When you come down to breakfast, you notice there are 2 guards posted at the door, wearing the same uniform and livery as the ones at the castle that you encountered yesterday. It's not hard to then spot a young lady seated at the bar, who is herself dining very daintily on a breakfast. She's dressed in fairly nice clothes. I mean, a cut above the average peasant you've seen, but not exactly ostentatious. It's not like purples with gold trim, but it's a very nice green cloak with a looks like a fur-lined hood. And you can see that she's got, the long sleeves that are probably like a silk or a very high quality satin. And she does not notice you as you come down. She's enjoying her breakfast. Otherwise, there's no one else staying here, and there are no patrons in the bar this morning.
Do we recognize her from the back of her head?
Sansa Stark.
No. Kind of actually the opposite. She does not seem imposing in any way, shape, or form. I guess, maybe Sansa Stark seasons 2 and 3, perhaps in demeanor. Definitely not season 7. Good God, you guys couldn't handle Sansa Stark season 7.
I didn't watch any Game of Thrones, so that was like straight up the most confusing thing of the whole campaign so far.
No, but I think you just knew everything you need to know about Game of Thrones and the character Sansa. That kind of covers it. Anyone doing anything in particular as you come down?
Is this the person we saw before? Do you recognize her?
It is not. No, it's not the lady Astrid.
Good.
I'm down for my morning
I'm gonna sit
coffee.
right next to her and start to eat.
Oh, hey
Yep.
Scott, welcome aboard. By the way, you're catching them at breakfast. As you come down and sit down, she like jumps a little bit with surprise, and turns to look at you. You do notice something familiar in her face. She's probably 13, 14 in human years. And
I'm
she's
gonna apologize profusely when she jumps up because like that's totally was not my intention. like oh my god, I'm so I was just coming to get. I did not mean to scare you. I'm so sorry.
and she's oh no, it's absolutely my own. I should have been paying attention. I was actually hoping to find you. Allow me to introduce myself. You may address. I am Mistress Britta Ansgar. I believe you've met my sister, the Lady Astrid.
Oh yes.
She actually
Yes,
asked.
I was worried you might be her.
Worried I might be my sister?
The guards, I guess, were the tip off on that one.
Yes, well, one cannot be too careful when traveling through town. But, you are...
Oh, I'm Frederick.
A pleasure.
Fred for short.
Oh, and please don't stand on formality. Britta is just fine. It takes them 45 minutes just to say hello to me every morning.
I'm sorry. That sounds really annoying, Britta.
But so Fred, and these are your companions.
Yes. I'm just gonna gesture to you so you can introduce yourselves.
Dagan Bjorn. I'm gonna grab her hand and like force her to shake my hand.
She looks surprised but not completely freaked out.
I'm also chewing bacon while I'm talking to her.
Got a first-hand bacon bit experience.
Very nice. Hello, Britta. My name is Samara. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Same, and you are the one who ended up with the artifact, did you not?
Why are you looking at me in real life?
Because you were the one who blabbed about it. We did acquire a certain lamp. Yes, yesterday.
A head pops out of the kitchen.
Not-
Lantern.
Excuse me.
And pops back in.
Lantern, lamp. It is something that lights up an area.
The barkeep puts a plate of bacon in front of you and goes, y'all are going to get me killed.
I'll wave. Say, hi, I'm Azteki. Would you like some coffee?
No, I'm perfectly fine with what I have now. In fact, I didn't intend to stay very long, but it appears I arrived a bit early. My sister was very adamant I get out before dawn to meet you, and catalog any magical artifacts that come into town. There have been problems over the years, I've been told, with people bringing items of unknown origin into the city walls and causing all manner of mischief.
Really? Like what sort of items?
It's only a. Didn't you say it was a slit lamp?
Bullseye lantern.
Lantern. Okay, bullseye lantern.
Yeah, Fred,
Slit
you're gonna get
lamp
him
is
killed.
No, slit lamp is a thing from my work. It's a way to manually look at someone's prescription.
That
And
explains
my
the
brain was
confusion.
like, Yeah, I was like, wait a second, I'm confused.
Is it a lantern or a lamp?
Uh,
Wait, what?
exactly. Well, and it's funny because this slit lamp is totally like more like a lantern than a lamp.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, it's this we did happen to find a lantern, a quite ornate, beautiful lantern. The only thing magical about it was the experience of finding it where Azteki took his oath of Ravenkind.
Oh, really? Because we received accounts that you had been discussing it last evening and had talked about magical properties. I mean, if it is truly a mundane item, then I should be no more than a few moments, just to give my sister some form of report, of course. And she reaches into her cloak and pulls out a little leather-bound journal and opens it up and takes a pencil and starts making notes in it. If I can just see it and maybe make a quick sketch of it.
I don't happen to have it. Who was last with the lantern?
Not it.
Me? Maybe. Yes, it's me.
If you have it, I'll just be a moment, I swear.
I'm gonna like whisper to Frederick, like, are we really gonna let her see this lamp? Like, is this
She
a
can
lantern? Is
totally
this a good
see
idea?
the lantern. That's totally fine. We
All
don't
right.
have an option right now.
Okay, very well. All right, so I will pull out the lantern and present it so that she can look at it.
Okay. She starts making notes. She kind of, measures it with her hands a couple of times. She turns it around. Opens up there's a section on the back that you would put fuel in, which is still there. I mean, she doesn't open it. She starts to, but the catches won't open. Very curious. I'm not sure how one fills it with fuel. There's nowhere to put the oil, and the wick looks untouched. It makes a few more notes.
We didn't try lighting it because of the giant spider situation.
Oh.
Yes.
Turns the page.
We didn't really get a chance to
Starts
look
writing more
over it
notes.
yet.
And tell me more about the giant spiders.
Well, there were two giant spiders, and then there was one really, really giant spiders.
Okay.
Spat web, looked like they had venomous fangs. They climb on ceilings, which makes sense.
Yeah, they do that. And would they be compared to a horse, larger or smaller?
They're larger than a horse, right?
Larger than a horse.
Yeah, I would say so.
Oh. Okay. And she makes a few more notes in the book. If you'd like, I can take the lantern back to the castle and have some of our scholars investigate it.
We were actually going to take it over to the local enchanter. We had met with him beforehand just to have him take a look at it just because we have a personal rapport. And if he can't figure out, of course, we'll
Why don't I come with you?
Come with you. That sounds like a good idea.
Okay. And she puts the pencil back in the journal, closes it up, and laces it back up, tucks it into her cape. I don't want to rush you. Why don't I will go. I'll leave one of the guards. They won't be happy. And when you head over to Fulcrum's tower, I will meet you there.
That sounds great. That really does sound like a good idea.
Excellent. It's such a pleasure to
But
meet
wait,
all
before you go, we also have this rock that can let you see through walls. You want to check that
We
out?
don't have a rock.
Oh, we don't.
She pauses. One hand's already going back in her cape. You have a what?
He was just joking that he's such a kidder. This one, he makes us laugh all the time.
I can't believe he's the paladin of the four of us. Like seriously.
Nab, do me a huge favor. On that character sheet of yours, could you just I don't know. Go on down and click deception real quick. Just
Wait, who, me or Seki?
nope, Nebula. Just let's see how Samara's doing with that covering it. I'm just curious. Let's see if we can soak
right,
up
hold
some
on,
more of your
hold-
20s.
Deception.
Yeah.
I think is it. Oh, there it is. Okay.
And the D20 rolls across the screen and lands on
I
a
wish.
14. Not bad. Total of 15. Okay. She, there's a few of them among the guard as well. And I'm sorry to be a bother. My sister is just very adamant that I do my part to help maintain the safety of our city, given my father is so ill so often.
Is he really ill very often?
He has good days, but he usually doesn't come out of his chambers, even on the good ones.
It's very sad. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yes, well, it just
So
means
what's he sick with?
I don't know what the surgeons have called it, to be quite honest. It feels like he's been sick for, well...
Wait, so she's like 15 and he's like dying of old age? Like, wait, what? I'm just trying to put that together in my brain. Because like they were saying he's really old. So like 15 years ago he was still really old.
Uh-huh.
Well, isn't this
Okay.
the family that has like elven blood in them?
Allegedly. But I mean, we know.
Does this
but
girl
allegedly.
seem to have elven blood too?
Roll a D20.
We've been talking to her for a while, and this is kind of my shtick. Would that be insight? Yeah.
That'd be an insight, yeah.
Oh, that's a bad roll.
No, she looks pretty much like anybody else would. Nope. Although, it's quite possible she might actually not be related to Astrid. Maybe she's adopted.
Yeah, maybe she's like only half related, like a half sister.
Oh, like she's a bastard.
I was gonna say a bastard, but bastards are all. Hold on, let me consult the peanut gallery. Can girls be bastards? Jen?
I guess I'm trying to think.
Oh.
I guess it depends on the situation. Well,
Okay.
There's no. I mean, if you're talking about technical,
There's no word for it.
I don't think there's a word for it.
Okay.
Girl born out of wedlock is just.
Okay, we're consulting.
I don't know. I'd have to Google it.
Okay.
But like
if
she
you're
don't have
working,
claim
I'll
to
let-
anything because she's a woman, right?
Okay, the judges have confirmed that it is possible to have a girl born out of wedlock. There is no biological reason you can't, and English does not have a word for it like it does bastard.
Not that I'm aware of.
Bastes?
Bastas?
Well, the B word is just for women. There's no like male
It's
dog
for, like, female
equivalent.
dogs.
Well, that's
Yeah.
true.
There is a name for male dogs, but I think it's just dog.
And this is where we take a moment to pause to realize that, yes, there are some significant issues of sexism within our entire language set. English sucks.
Indeed.
The more you know.
CBS cares.
The more you know, the less you know.
Okay. She is going to take her leave of you, unless any of you plan to stop her, and leaves a guard behind who looks absolutely annoyed and bored at the same time. And then what's your plan from here?
Eat breakfast.
Breakfast
Oh, yes.
is eaten.
Finish breakfast and then I guess head back to Enchanter to not only
During
return
eating-
the gem or the crystal, but also consult him about the lantern.
Yeah, during the eating of breakfast, like I'm just gonna point out, like, the guy lent us the like this object. I mean, he also ushered her older sister out. when we wanted to talk to him. So he's not necessarily on their side, whatever their side happens to be. So this might be to our advantage. Might not be the
Agreed.
worst idea.
Agreed. Yeah.
But, I mean, I'm playing politics when we have a banshee to kill. So that might not matter at all.
Yeah, I mean, we gotta trust somebody here, and obviously, I don't trust. Well, and personally, I don't trust Astrid. So, I don't know.
Not at all.
Yeah, your guys' thoughts are.
Well,
I
I
was
find
hoping
it
she would
strange that
just
like
think we were stupid and leave us alone. But
What's the
I
battle?
find it strange that like artifacts are so important that they have to catalog them all. Like that seems weird. I think it's just bullshit
box
to
of
get in our
giraffes.
business.
Mm-hmm.
It's totally a thing.
Seemed like a good way to get some exposition on how the object was put together.
I'm not that smart.
But so I'm down with the plan to talk to the enchanter.
Okay. You finish your breakfast and you head out. The tower
When we're
isn't.
walking, is Steve with us?
Steve is with you. When you
I'm gonna say, hey, yo, Fred, let me see that stone for a minute.
No.
Come on, I'm not gonna look through it. I just it's like science, right? I got a theory I gotta test.
Did you have another nightmare about it last night? You can tell me.
I'm having nightmares
heard
even
you
when the daytime.
storming-
Maybe your feelings towards Steve affect how you view him through the stone. Like maybe he appears differently to everybody. I don't know.
I didn't even have feelings till I was looking at that wicked thing.
Knock yourself out.
Come on, Fred. All right. So I'm gonna go to the guard and I'm gonna say, hey, yo, buddy, you see that bird right there? Now take a look at it right through this. Tell me what you see.
He looks through it, and he looks at you, and he gives you back the gem. He's like, "Don't waste my time. I have things to see too."
Sorry, man. He got bit by a really big spider like twice. Just ignore him.
So what? You don't see nothing? You just see the bird? What's going on here?
I see that I need to go find my mistress so she can meet you at the tower.
That's totally fair.
I'm telling you, I'm starting to think that everybody else in this place is crazy but me.
And that's a sure sign of your own sanity. You work your way through the... Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, it's not paranoia if they are out to get you.
So wait, did he ditch us? Because we were trolling him?
The guard?
Yeah.
No, he's like going off to find Britta so she can meet up with you.
Yeah.
His whole job.
Oh, he wasn't. I thought he was escorting us. I didn't realize he was like, oh, I just gotta let her know.
No, he's got to go find her now. So
No, he just got tired of our shenanigans. He's like, I'm tired. I'm done with you people.
that
You know what? I bet you he did
Which is
see
fair.
what I saw. That's
I'm
why he
kind of
left
done with
so
us people
quickly.
too at this point.
You eventually get to the wizard's tower, or the enchanter's tower. Do you let yourselves in, or do you ring the bell and wait?
Ring the bell and wait.
No, I'm gonna try. I'm just gonna walk in and see it. You think they got that
He
new
put a
thing
lock
working?
in.
I
I'm
highly
just gonna try to open it.
advise against just walking in this time.
I would try to knock on the door first, but I allow him to walk in. I'll push him.
Yeah. And once I get through the door, if it opens, I'm gonna be like,
I did not bank on you doing that again. Let me check something really quick.
oh no.
I like where this is headed.
I'm totally gonna carry him up on my
The DM
shoulder.
turns around and it begins consulting his books for a quick second. Let's see here.
Yeah. How fast can they put an arcane rune of polymorph on there?
They had a whole day.
They did. I
The
mean,
question is though, like, did he buy the lock he was talking about yesterday too?
true. And did he let his assistant try out the spell, on the door?
Mm-hmm. Ah, there it is. Okay, let's try that one. Okay, give me 10 seconds to find the right thing to use here in the old book here. Because yeah, something definitely just happened. I just need to figure out what. And I'm thinking it is
Last one.
filter. Filter. This is why I wish I had the book in hand, because it would be faster than skimming down this. Aho. Okay. I need a deck save.
Man, I'm on fire with you.
Dang.
Oh.
Ooh,
Well done.
He knew it was coming.
I wonder.
See, if you're going to act stupid, you got to roll 20s. Just saying.
Yeah, it really
It's
helps.
true. Yeah, if you're acting stupid and you get high rolls, you usually get away with it.
But the thing is, we're rolling them now as opposed to
Okay.
later when we may
So-
need them.
You throw open the door, and as you do, there's a moment where the entire archway lights up with orange arcane runes that flash, and almost seem like they explode outwards, but not explosion, just like small firework level. And instinctively you duck as a bowling ball sized ball of manure comes flying straight at your face. And flies out into the courtyard. How many are dead? Nobody yet. And that's when you hear like a scream of disgust behind you.
Oh no.
And there's a guard who is attempting to pick Britta back up off the ground and help clean her in the most polite way he can.
I'm gonna draw some water.
Well, it looks like they
Also
learned their
help the
lesson,
drag
right? I
team.
mean, install the security
Oh,
measure,
my
it
goodness.
works.
I am so sorry, Britta.
I've had my time in the stalls. I have seen and smelled worse. I think. Nope.
Magical poop, man. That's special.
And she turns to her. I think when we are done here, someone should see where that came from, because that horse is seriously ill. And she takes off her cape and hands it to one of the guards, who is also like trying to keep down his breakfast.
It was that bad.
Oh yeah, it's steaming and gross, and it's not dissipating. It was like legit waiting for the door to open.
That's disgusting.
And as you're
I'm going to hand them the bucket. Like, I'm going to bring them the bucket of water, and then I'm going to smell it, and I'm going to hand them the bucket of water. So I'm not sure what they want to do with it.
in the confusion, the enchanter's assistant appears, and she actually looks quite pleased with herself. It worked.
I would be too. I'm going to be 100%. I would be psyched.
Do you have
Yeah,
any
listen, that's
idea?
really nice. Really nice work you did there.
Oh god, that was such a pain to put together. Oh my gosh, that was so gross.
But you did great. Are you going to set it back up?
Maybe. it takes a lot. It takes a lot of energy. I'm not sure that master wants me to put that many resources into it again. We should be having a new lock put on today anyway. But please, come in.
Thank you.
And then
I
she
really like this character.
she spots Britta and is like half doubles over curtsies. I am so sorry. And they exchange apologies and it looks like no one's going to lose any heads today. And then she leads you up into the
Except
tower.
us.
The enchanter is waiting for you.
I'll put that stone back where we found it.
He's tending the fire, so it's not hard for you to put the stone back without anybody noticing, except your own group. There's enough of a gap between you and the guards and the lady coming up the steps. And
They're still coming up covered in shit.
well, they're cleaning up. She's leaving her cape behind, and
Got you.
she's not going home right now.
I thought she said we're done here. I was like, oh, okay, bye.
No. No. She cleans everything up, and she's coming up.
Sounds good.
But they come in, and Volcrum turns around. So what did you find?
Is there time before they come up to show him the lantern before they get there?
You can try, but bear in mind, I mean, they're not giving you like a 45-minute head start. It's maybe 2
That's
minutes
true.
at the top.
Just try to explain the situation real quick. Like, not actually show it to him, but hey, we found a lamp. Astrid's sister wants to quote unquote catalog the lamp. We sent to catalog the lamp. I'm not exactly sure what's going on.
Yeah, is that something they normally do? Catalog all these items? I mean, it sounds weird.
Do they know about the stone?
Well, they do keep a very close tabs on things that come and go from the town. That is absolutely true. In fact, I work very closely with the warden and his family with the things I produce in order to be sure I am in compliance with anything he expects of me. Not everyone who has the ability to understand the arcane arts has been so cautious in their demonstration.
That is fair.
One should remember that it is in both of our collective interests. The last thing I need is for someone's cow to miscarry and be blamed for it somehow. So anything I do is very well communicated in order to ensure that should there be a misunderstanding, it is not me that is held responsible for things that I am not responsible for. So, as it were. It is entirely up to you as to what degree you intend to share your knowledge, but I think we must make haste on a decision.
We just want to be the ones who use it on the Banshee. I don't know that everyone else can handle it.
Understood. I'd have to see the artifact to understand it myself.
Well, we'll present it to you at the time. Since
All right.
they're probably already up the stairs at that point.
Yes. Yeah, right about now is when they're coming up the stairs and coming around, and Britta has her notebook out and is ready to investigate. And Volcrum invites her to take a seat, and he looks at you and invites you to also join them at the table. And so how was the expedition? Did you recover anything?
Yes, we found a lamp. We actually are here to show it to you.
Oh, interesting. Yes, indeed. Well, let us see. Marguerite, why don't you do this? If you check, I believe it's in the 7th category, 4th shelf, 3rd stack back, I believe is where we have the scrolls for this. And she shuffles off and comes back and glances. Do you offer up the lantern?
I still don't have it.
My face is, if anybody's looking at my face, I'm mildly perturbed about, giving them the lamp, but, I don't say anything.
Well, you just said it right here.
I'll definitely do the big, I'm sorry.
Yes. Yes, well, let's see what we have then. Great if you would be so kind as to attempt the incantation. And she kind of glances at him and glances at you and glances at the scroll and glances at him and glances at you and glances at Britta and back at the scroll. And then she begins to read off of it. And the whole time she's looking at she's reading it, focusing on the lantern. And when she finishes, the lantern kind of glows a little bit. Like it looks like it's backlit from each of your points of view. And then it goes dark, like it's just sitting there. And Britta looks at Fulcrum and then sighs. I didn't get anything. It's a lantern. And then she starts reading over what's left in the scroll from the incantation. He puts his hand on her arm. It's all right. Sometimes when we use our arts to identify the magics in a mundane object, it's not a fault of ours that the object was mundane. Such is the way of things. I'm sure you followed the incantation correctly. And she nods and goes off to basically throw the used parchment in the fire. And he looks at you. I'm terribly sorry that it seems to have no magical properties whatsoever.
That is a disappointment, but I mean, it was more sentimental than anything. It's from where Azteki got took his oath.
Okay. And yes, he did roll his 18 on a deception check. I won't tell you what Britta's sense motive was. There's even a moment where you doubted if it had been magical or not.
Yeah, for a second there, I was like, did we find like a bogus artifact?
My dog was barking like crazy, but I was going to be like, you telling me we went through all this trouble, we fought off these spiders for this stupid crusty old lamp?
It sounds like you've acquired quite the tale. And Britta kind of starts...
Yeah, true, it is pretty good.
Makes a few more notes. So, it's not magical?
Hey, I'm just as disappointed as you.
Maybe we can get something for it at the Antiques Roadshow.
So wait, you don't even care about this thing? We went through all that just to get something like a piece of memorabilia from your taking of an oath, and you don't even care? You want to sell it on Antiques Roadshow?
Seemed like a legitimate deception. I'm not good at acting.
Britta kind of looks back and forth. Not good at acting. Antique show. Paladin? Question mark.
I mean, you can definitely hang it from your belt, and we can use it if we can get the dang thing to light. You gotta figure out how to get this trap open.
She makes a few notes. So it seems I should report to my sister that you've killed several spiders, and I believe there was mention of some sort of rat man that have been infesting an area near here, and found a temple of Ravenkind. The lantern appears to just be an artifact from it.
That sounds about right, unfortunately.
Well, I can take that back to her. That's not well. We are going to have to dispatch some guards to investigate that cavern. Do you think you might be able to draw me a map?
Yeah, I'll do my best. My only thing is that definitely giant spiders and definitely rat men.
Yes.
Like, I don't know if that's like worth it.
Well, we can't have that near here though, because I mean, we have farms to tend, and we have people, and we have responsibilities. We have a commitment. We need to protect those that serve as a reward for their service.
That sounds very, very legitimate.
Very well. Then I will away back to the castle and let my sister know that there is nothing to be of concern or to catalog. And then I will take a bath.
I would take a bath first.
I think I'd like to get home before I take a bath.
Oh, I'm at home, of course. But you know what I mean.
I do not keep my sister waiting. That does not
I
end well.
wouldn't either, to be honest.
That does not end well. But it was a pleasure to meet you, Volcom. It was excellent to see you again, as always. Hopefully you will... Are you coming to dinner this evening? And he looks back and forth for a moment. I would like to, but I've received an order. There's a family that's hoping to expand, and the gentleman's coming by for some potions to the effect. I'll be at it most of the afternoon. I'll do what I can. And she, please wish them well and luck on hopefully a new child. And then she sees herself out. Volcom looks at you guys. Do you need me for something now?
Yes. So lantern.
Yes.
Is it something we can possibly use against the banshee?
I haven't the faintest idea. And I'm not entirely sure why you would think I would want the faintest idea.
It is true. He did tell us that he was warning his kid not to look into the banshee.
True. It is true. But I think, no, we feel like it's our duty to take care of this thing.
Oh, I won't stop you. And he glances over where his assistant is attempting to recatalog some items. I have people that count on me. People who don't go out during the full moons.
Of course.
And I appreciate your desire, but I think I should ask you frankly, have you not already investigated its magical properties yourself?
I have not. I could do that.
You totally did.
Did I?
Yeah, you totally did.
I forgot I did that. Okay. Yes.
A fortnight ago.
Literally
I was like,
yesterday.
we know it keeps things from going incorporeal.
Hey, we've fought many things between now and then, okay? So
I mean,
my
hey,
mind
could be
has
some of
been-
that venom from that web.
Yeah.
And to
My
be
mind
fair,
is not 100%.
it's also been kind of a crazy couple days when you think about the fact that you are only 2 nights in this town.
True. Yeah, absolutely.
And tonight will be the 3rd night of the
Stumbled
full moon.
into a murder mystery and a haunting and a group of giant spiders.
Yeah. Well, it was really more about to learn what if any like history behind the lamp, or if you know anything about the lamp that
Lantern.
that we may not know. The lantern.
I would frankly I don't. I can do research if you like, but I'll be quite honest, most of the tomes that reference any form of artifact can be only found in the castle now. I have arcane formulae here, but not anything specific to items as such. I would have to go to the castle and begin going through their library to better understand the artifact.
So, what kind of artifacts do you know they're keeping at this castle?
Oh, that I could not tell you. I try not to pay attention to such things, to be quite frank. I limit myself to baubles, charms, the occasional love potion. Nothing.
He minds his business.
Well, frankly, yes. And
I heard you mentioning potions. Do you make and sell potions? I mean, do you have anything maybe we could take a look at?
Is there something you needed to be brewed?
Well, I know there's potions that can heal you up.
I can probably fashion one or two with the time. I don't usually keep them on stock, but I might be able to work something up by this evening. I mean, it would give me quite the excuse not to come to dinner, which I am always grateful.
You guys seem to have a very strange relationship. I just wanted to say.
Well, I have those I must keep mindful of. I do my duty as needed in order to keep the lives I am charged with safe. Not the least of which
I can
is my
understand
own.
that.
Well, I would just like to jump in here and say, one, awesome magic rock. Worked perfectly. We saw right through the wall, like you said we would. Okay? Second thing, we came here. We knew what the lantern was doing, but we had to throw these guys off our back and send them packing, okay? So 3 is we're trying to get to the bottom of what happened to your daughter and then rid this town of its little banshee problem. So I like to persuade you, if there's anything you got in the magic tomes, books, enchantments, anything you're holding back, now would be a good time to offer a little bit more help to get us there. What do you got for us?
I was like, where's he going with this?
Yep,
That's not a bad way to go.
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing. I was like, where's he going with this?
I'm rubbing off on the guy.
Charisma 14. Yeah, probably. He nods. Yes, absolutely. You are not incorrect. I hope you understand. This banshee is not new to our town. One does not live to my age by being cavalier, if you'll pardon the phrase, with one's own safety. And there have been far too many accidents for my liking. And welcome, Sonic, and thank you for coming in and hanging out with us tonight. I'll catch y'all up and when we get to a mini break here, but we're kind of like smack dab in the middle of a scene. But we're glad to have you with our game of D&D tonight. Back to Volcrum. I think you are right, and that I do not wish to seem ungrateful for your efforts on behalf of the town. You are not, however, the first. And again, if you check back at dusk, I should be able to put together some potions to aid you in a fight. That is the least I can do. If there's something more significant you're hoping for, then you should speak plainly, as my involvement must remain limited if for no other reason than so that my work here continues through my assistant. Because as much as I might seem fearful for my life, it is hers I far more worry about. He leans in a bit more. If I get entangled in something, she might pay the price.
I'll nod.
Is there anything else you wish of me
Definitely,
in the immediate? As I have brewing to get to now.
I hope you don't have to go to dinner tonight.
Oh,
Oh, and thank you for all your help. We are really grateful for it. Thank you.
of course. Again, I hope you continue to understand the precarious position that those of us who understand the arcane arts often find themselves in. If it's not one angry farmer about
Indeed.
something not growing right, it's somebody else.
am all too familiar.
Anything else you guys need tonight or today while you're here?
No,
As he's-
thank you.
All right.
You've been very helpful.
I have an idea. By the way, welcome to everybody who's new to the stream. I am Lantern Noir. On Sunday nights, I run this amazing D&D game with these amazing people. And thank you for hanging out post-raid for me to get to that point. And we are deep in a gothic horror setting where these fine folk are attempting to kill a banshee and get to the bottom of a murder that probably wasn't the banshee. Amongst lots of other things. We've been going. How about we take a 5-minute? Let's make it a 7-minute break. Decide what it is you want to do when we get back as far as your plan for the day. Otherwise, we're going to jump to dusk and let you guys go do what you think you're going to do. Does that sound like a plan for everybody?
Sound good to me.
All right. Take your time. Go get some fresh water. I am going to hit the little boys' room. And then when I get back, I can answer any questions from the chat about where the game is currently at. And then we all get back to our table. We're going to resume with, what are we on? I can't remember where we are in this storyline. Act 3.
Is it 3? Day 3?
Act 3 of Cries in the Night. All right, we'll see everybody back here in just a couple of minutes.
Hey, Neb, you need to try to get spells from this guy.
Okay. And thank you for the hydration, Obicon. Does it count if it's alcoholic? Because I got moonshine. I'm not usually into peaches.
Yeah.
What do
agree
you,
with that.
What are you two
Not my
sharing over
fave.
there?
Oh, we're beer. I'm like,
Loggers.
Just generic, nothing to brag about?
nothing crazy.
You
Just
got that?
like
And then
some
we got like
local-
that cider behind you. We could share that.
What's a mead? Oh,
The
yeah.
mead?
Ooh.
Yeah, it's just a lager, just like a local brewery.
Is that supposed to be chill?
I don't know. Probably.
Do you drink warm mead? I don't know.
You can drink warm anything you want to. By the way, you guys are going into this fight incredibly well prepared, as there are 2 rerolls in the bank and a total of +4 available to you in bonuses.
Hey,
So you
Thank
have
you
been
for
well
those.
tended by the viewers.
This is heavy, man.
What is that?
I don't know.
Odin's beer?
It's called Odin's Skull.
Oh.
It's a mead.
Ooh, yummy.
How many hours in the Valhalla are you and you haven't cracked that yet?
Honey wine?
Yeah,
I
right?
don't know.
Like,
I don't
seriously.
know. I forget that it's there. I like kind of put it there as like to be decorative, and then I forgot about it.
Yeah,
As soon as I
we're
did
still
that
in
first drinking
college.
mini game, I would have pressed into that and be like, I'm drinking with my guy in the game.
Yeah. we started doing moonshine. It feels weird, but we when we did our 12-hour overnight stream is when we said, well, since we're playing Red Dead, we should check out what moonshine really tastes like. And we stocked up on like
God.
a variety of moonshines to get us through the evening. And there's some,
And you made it 12 hours with moonshine?
well, we weren't drinking that heavy, but and I almost
I remember the
didn't.
first time I had real moonshine. Like as soon as I took a shot of it, I was just like, I feel like I just puked.
Oh, they've watered it down a lot then, because this is very smooth. This is Smoky Mountain stuff, and they've
Okay, yeah. 'Cause if you get like the store bought stuff, it's definitely not
Oh,
as
yeah.
hardcore.
oh yeah,
Yeah, I'm sure.
the homemade stuff. That's no, that's rocket fuel is what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not moonshine unless you're risking going
That'll
blind.
put hair on your chest.
That's probably why I'm so hairy.
See, there you go. So the saying comes from.
No, we made
What's
it,
your superpower? Blindness.
I'm immune to poison, but I can't see anything.
it's a trade-off. I can respect it. I can respect it. But thank you for the hydration. As soon as we get Jeremy back, we can do that. We are, let's see, for those that weren't here for the recap, this is our second adventure with these characters. And they've been investigating a banshee that has been attacking town once a month if people wander out past the light of the town. And in so doing, I think we can safely say you guys have come across some pretty conflicting stories as to what's going on in town when it comes to magic. If that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Maybe I should cut back on the moonshine. The ice cubes all shifted at once.
Oh, nice.
And I do
Are
like
we-
it chilled.
Oh yeah, chilled is better. I agree. Are we still with the enchanter?
I am going to assume you're going to leave his company while he works, unless you intend to kibitz and do alchemy with him.
I was going to inquire if
we
I
can,
could learn
I really
any
wanted to do that.
techniques from him that I haven't previously acquired.
Because I took brewer's tools with the intention of making potions. I just didn't. I don't know how to do it.
Okay. That's fair. He can't do both. He can't work on the brewing up the healing potions and tutor in new magic at the same time.
Fair enough.
And as much as she would love to, and as much as she is able to read a third level scroll, Marguerite is not in a position to teach you second level magics or second level spells.
Right.
She can barely pull off first level spells when she's working off a formula.
Mm-hmm.
In
She can teach you to trap a door.
Yeah, set a trap on a door. Yeah.
That's super useful.
Well, she can teach you where to read on a pre-prepared formula to create the arcane energies to trap a door. It's okay if you kind of think about magic as working in IT. There's knowing how to run a program, knowing how to figure out which app you want to use for a circumstance, and there's being able to write the app on the fly, on command for the situation.
With Stack Overflow.
Yeah. Spellcasters are literally writing apps on the fly in real time.
With Spell Overflow.
With Stack Overflow.
Instead of Stack Overflow spell.
It's an IT site. So, like, if you have I need to write a file to the disk. You go, how do I write a file to the disk? And Google goes, Stack Overflow knows how to write a file to disk.
Yeah.
So Spell Overflow would be like, I need to, send a fireball. It's like a Spell Overflow. This is how you send a
that's how
fireball.
learn spells work, right? There's no need to write a new spell if a spell already exists.
Yeah. But can you remember enough of it to do it on the
It all
fly without
depends.
looking it up?
Yeah, you got to know your frameworks.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Well, that's the difference between a level 1 caster and like a level 5 caster.
So would it be the potions that I asked him to make that he's making that would keep him from teaching her some new spells?
Possibly.
Because I would say forgo the potions if he can teach her some more spells instead.
But I want to watch him and see if I could learn how to make potions myself.
You might be able to split this. Marguerite can handle
Gonna crib some
brewing.
notes.
Because
Right, 'cause
I look
just
at it as like a
following-
potion is a one-time thing, whereas if she can get some more spells, like she'll just always have them.
It's like following a recipe for brewing a potion, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm cool just playing with the stone with Dagon. If we're gonna hang out here, let's play with the stone.
This whole place is just covered in vomit before we leave.
Long rest. Research. I guess
Somebody's
Somebody's got to
Awesome.
clean that up, and it's not me.
Spell slots.
Oh yeah, is it still under that table I slid over it?
Casting a spell, casting time. I'm trying to remember what the new rules, because it's been a while since I shifted in the 5th edition. I'm trying to remember what the rules are for learning spells. Because I think
I believe in the book it's a gold cost and like a time commitment.
yeah. Once I'm double checking,
And then you need to have like paper and ink and stuff.
yeah.
Which is what the gold cost would be.
Let's since we're not leveling tonight, we're not getting access to new spells tonight. Let's pin this as a between events and a definite. If that's what we do with the day, Marguerite can work with Frederick to brew some potion to get brewing up 4 healing potions, and Samara can sit down with Volcrum and start going through, like, looking to see what spells are appropriate for her. Understanding that he is not a wizard. He is working entirely off pre-written formula, and he can copy them. But he does not have spell slots of his own to cast with. So he'll do his best. He'll do his best to help you add the spells to your book. But that is kind of like his level limit. He is not. He can follow. If he looks it up, he can write. He can make it happen. But when it comes push to shove, right, he doesn't remember enough of the code to do it on the fly usually.
Got it.
Right, fair enough.
You know, he can start
he's
a
more
fire.
Like a scholar than an actual caster.
Right. Which I have no idea how much I just broke all of 5th edition's rules for spellcasting, and frankly, I don't care. It sounds good, and Azteki believes it.
I will believe anything. In fact, if this is like Make-A-Wish Day, can I have something that makes me a little bit more charming? Like, can I get like something charmed? Like, can I get like one of those charm bracelets that they were selling out front? I don't care if it does anything. I just want to like point to it and be like, huh? Huh? Is it working? You feel charmed?
I picture Azteki with like a magic grill.
It
So,
just
like,
says it
he
just
really
says,
does
"Ha,
have like a
ha."
flashing smile.
On that note, so the day passes. We'll figure out what spells you will be able to learn next time you can start to, when you get into your book and find them. 4 healing potions are made. Everyone's feeling not terribly overworked by the efforts of the afternoon. But there's definitely like a solid days of stuff happening in the heat of the various fires and the pots and the cauldrons and the decanting, and you're done with a day's work. And then you can hear, when do you intend to head out after your quarry?
I assume at the
When the
bell
bell
toll, right?
tolls.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to ask who it's tolling for?
I mean, us, right? Because we're going out.
But you're not supposed to ask for whom the bell tolls. I'm just saying. That's a thing.
We're not supposed to walk into a wizard's tower either.
By the way, quick follow-up before we get into anything serious. I have confirmation from the judges. They have confirmed the term bastard is actually gender neutral. And it can be applied in either direction. It's from the French, and they did use both articles, masculine and feminine, attached to it. But it's not in common use. It's not in common usage with women because nobody cares if a woman doesn't have a right to property. They didn't care. I mean, we care now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They didn't have rights to property back then.
Right, back then, yeah.
They basically
what
were.
It would be redundant.
Actually, I think this is where it gets really sad. I even think through like the 1960s, wives didn't have property. So
There were things like they couldn't have checking accounts. It was really weird.
it's like you and my
It
wife
was
are
really weird.
You and my wife are connected because she literally just said that behind me.
Oh,
When I talk about divorce rates going up, and the ability to like have a checking account would definitely cause divorce rates to go up.
Yeah. Which is, and here's, if you really want to know how messed up we can be as a society, people used to use that as an argument to keep women from having checking accounts because it would keep the divorce rate down.
Not okay.
And now you know.
Not cool, man. Not cool.
It's like, but that means they're just in loveless, hateful marriages. You do realize that's worse, right?
No, that's
We
fine.
know
Hey, as
that.
long as our image is good.
It's like divorce is bad, but you know that's worse, right?
It sucks to understand how the
Not
universe
according to the
works.
Catholic Church, it's not.
Oh, it's not just the Catholics. Catholics
no.
accepted a heliocentric universe first. Remember that.
Yeah, true.
You can thank a Jesuit.
That's very true.
On that note, the sun is setting, the bells are tolling. What is your plan?
I got these axes sharpened. You got that lantern lamp ready?
Yeah, I got the lamp or the lantern. We'll
Let's
see,
kill a
We'll
banshee.
see what happens if it'll actually
Yeah.
light up or not.
Let's make this banshee into banshees.
I
I got the crackers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I didn't get to eat the spider. Maybe I can eat the banshee.
But would you really want to eat like the spider though? Like
I'm seriously tempted to
assumed it
take
was
away
like a
one of your
giant
rerolls
crab.
now.
those crunchy like little legs, like or not little legs, but giant
Crunchy
legs.
big legs.
Yeah.
I think if you found the right type of sauce, it might have a nice umami flavor.
I mean, legit people eat tarantulas.
Yeah, they do.
I
That's
don't know
true.
what the undead tastes like. Probably not great.
Yeah, so if you're gonna eat it like a zombie, why not just eat like a fresh human? Like, why let them like simmer for days?
That's so gross.
Wow, that's like way beyond what I was thinking about. Like, oh my god.
Man.
Because I mean, if you're gonna be a cannibal, you might as well go for the fresh meat.
Taste etherealness. A taste of the other side.
I've actually
I'm pretty sure. Oh, go ahead.
I've
Sorry.
stumbled into campaigns where halflings were like that.
Oh, they would eat the undead?
No, they were cannibals.
Oh.
They rode
Like
they rode
pygmy tribe of halflings.
halflings that rode dinosaurs and ate people.
Sounds terrifying.
I like it.
Yeah, doesn't it though? I mean, there's little parts like that's a good idea for a campaign. That should be in all of them.
And then they
That
just
sounds like
jump on
something
you
from
and
Tomb of
start biting
Annihilation.
you, and it's just the end. You're like, oh, I guess I'm dead now.
Not only are you dead, but you're gonna get eaten. That's even more terrifying.
By feral halflings.
Waste not, want not.
Of all the ways to go, that is pretty hardcore, though.
You know, the barbarian halfling in the backpack. This is like a whole new level.
Okay, so what's your plan for hunting the banshee then?
Go to the tree.
If we can find it.
Are we
Use Steve to find the
sure
tree.
That's where she's gonna like.
Use Steve to find the banshee.
Do we know that's where she like happens to appear every time, or does she appear somewhere different?
I don't know, that we
They're attracted to living beings, and we will go out and be living beings.
bring
We
other
could get
people
one of
as
those
bait.
kids.
No.
Exactly. We could tell one of those kids that, hey, yo, your boyfriend over there, he said to let you
No.
know he wants to meet you by the tree again.
I will shoot you in the knee. I will prevent this from happening right now.
I will
Listen,
heal
I
him.
bet it would
Tavern
work.
Brawler until you took an arrow to the knee.
I had a feeling that was gonna come about at some point.
Yeah,
All right. Well,
Okay, so question 1, are we recruiting additional assistants?
That didn't work out well for us
No,
last
that was
time.
really bad.
I think it just meant more evil, what was it? Specters or spectral.
Kind of look
Things.
like ghosty Smurfs.
Yeah, they were the tormentor versions of ourselves.
And it really sucked to cut down such a beautiful man.
Yeah, so I think
Okay.
we should just go ourselves.
Okay, second question. Are you just planning to head out towards that tree again? Just wander the countryside? What's your thought?
Well, do we know anything about what a banshee
Ask
would get
Techie.
attracted to?
I feel like because it's your divine purpose to smite the undead.
Mm-hmm.
If you just reach into that, pocket of divination. How does that work? I'm not a priest. You know how this works.
Yeah, I'll ask
Here.
Steve what's up.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's asking Steve.
Oh,
Stuff just got real.
so you're hanging out at the gates and you look at your familiar and say, "So where's the banshee going to be?" Like he's going to have an answer for you.
He's been known. He's a banshee bloodhound.
I think you should reach out to actual divinity. No offense, Steve. Steve, you're cool. You're probably partially divine, but the actual raven.
There is nothing holy about that bird. I'm telling you guys.
The Lord works in mysterious ways. I heard that one time.
Okay, well, I have what's the ability that I have? Hold on.
And if that's not going to work, I'm fairly good at tracking undead.
Although
I have divine sense. You
Okay,
can
yes, I say you
detect
can
good and
detect-
evil.
So as long as she's evil,
as
Yeah, we
an
don't even know if she's evil. She should
action.
be lawful neutral.
she's lawful neutral.
within 60
She
feet,
think
not
about it,
blind
right?
to cover.
Every three
Oh.
3 days for
Okay.
every month.
Oh,
She was very scheduled,
combat
very
ability.
routine.
this isn't to tell us where to go, right? Or am I wrong?
Well,
It's 60.
Yeah, this is more of a if you're in a dungeon to be able to kind of go, oh, there's undead behind this door. I know that now. However,
Gotcha.
under their circumstances, you and Steve have a moment to look each other in the eyes, and he understands what's going on, and you understand what's going on, and he takes off. And
All right.
Thank God, I was getting nervous.
Follow Steve.
And it's not, he's, from what you know, he's scouting and looking and sensing. And as you make your way out into the darkness, as the sky continues to darken into a true night, and you can make out this spot behind the clouds where the moon is showing itself, but it's that really instead of being a moon, it's this splotch of light that throws very light shadows. There's just enough moonlight to kind of get a sense for the contours, but it's still pretty dark. Are you bringing additional lights with you out of curiosity?
Oh yeah,
I mean-
I'll have a torch. I mean, basically, anytime it gets dark, unless we're trying to be sneaky, Dagan is going to light up a torch.
Dagon's going to light up. Got it.
I have the dark vision, so I don't need it. I'm
yeah,
good.
and I tape a torch onto my shield like I always do.
No, you just carry it. Y'all gonna get us killed up in here.
I knew that duct tape would come in handy.
Not how that works.
In D&D, it's actually made out of real ducks. You gotta mush them into a paste.
Yeah, there's that. Okay, so, as you make your way out into the darkness, you can hear the familiar howls of the wolves, and then a scrap of some kind. You can hear crashing, and hey Anna, welcome aboard.
Hey, you don't want me to refill the water?
Nope, I'm good, thanks.
All right, cool.
And you can hear them baying and growling, and then you hear a cry, and it's the sudden crashing away from it. By the way, if you have not yet, remember that we do a lot of talking in this game. Hydration is critical. You may imbibe a potent potable or a non-potent potable as your desire, but I'm going to continue to work my way down the moonshine. I also missed this from a while ago. Obi-Wan's slow in this. Obi-Wan's going to... I'm going to bank that for a minute. I've got a couple good ones in here, but they're more relevant to the moment. But I will do my best to work one into this.
The make her into cheese wasn't good enough.
Yeah, but I didn't.
Man cheese.
He just hit the dad joke one, so I gotta.
Oh, okay, so it's new. It's fresh.
It's a new dad joke that I have to tell. related to. I'm going to try to relate it to what's going on. See if I can work with something good in here. And your bank of rerolls is fairly full now. Steve guides you off towards the wolves, and as you come up over a rise into a clearing, you can see the remains of one wolf and a shimmering figure standing over it.
Oh no, it's a vampire.
And it turns towards you as you come up, as you crest the hill. It slowly pivots towards you, and you can make out that same shimmering form that provides its own light to fill the space of the banshee that you fought last 2 nights ago. What's everyone up to in this exact moment?
I want to look at her. We didn't really get a good look at her last time because she was just bearing down on us to murder us.
Okay.
I want to take a moment to actually study her and see if there's anything we can, divine from that, just observing.
Does it see us? Like it looks at us?
Oh yeah, it's like it is starting to lift up and move towards you. Its form, it's a humanoid form that's dressed in tatters. You can see it has a certain physicality to it. You can't see through it, but it definitely is casting its own light. At this distance, you really can't make out features, but from what you can tell, the skin is tight against the skull. So if it looked like anyone, it would be nearly impossible to recognize who that person might be if they weren't dead in the grave for some time.
I was just wondering if she was hot.
Sure.
And her skin is tight against her skull. She's not hot.
In an undead, scary, going to suck the life out of your body sort of way, sure. If you're into that.
That's always been my fetish.
You know,
I was about to say, if you've ever been to a bar in Florida, apparently that's like how it goes.
She's definitely using a lot of contouring. They're clear cheekbones.
Well, I'm axes out, and I will slowly approach.
I'm gonna draw that bow. It's time. You want to light up that? You want to light up that torch?
All right.
Egon, light it up.
Well, I guess I have to figure out how to light up this lantern.
Oh, you lit it up you said it was lantern. Said it was like using a cantrip level of energy.
Energy, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I see. Well, I am going to start lighting the lantern then.
Okay. It is not hard to point it at her as she starts to move in your general direction. I'll let you actually do that as a free action before she reaches you. You are casting a beam of bright, white, pure light at her. She pauses when the light first washes over her, but is otherwise unfazed by it at this time.
We have to wait until she's in her non thing, right? Or
we don't want her to go into the ethereal form at all.
That's right. Okay.
Like we just want to keep the beam on her at all times and just see if that's enough.
Yeah, we don't want to let her go back into her spectral form.
I don't want to die again.
Okay, guys.
Put it out there.
The lantern doesn't do anything. Let's get her.
Good plan.
As she's approaching,
the lantern's doing okay. It's really bright. That's what we wanted, right?
Does this appear to be the same banshee, like same looks?
I'm gonna level with you. You haven't really had a great chance to get to know your banshee. Aren't they all the same?
Come on, man! Don't be that way.
Roll me a quick.
We had an intimate relationship with that one fighter the zombie fighter.
Oh, that's true. That is
Yeah.
true. And that was a very distinctive look for a zombie. And you'd encountered several other zombies previously. This would be the
That's true.
second
This
time
is
you've
like the only
encountered
banshee.
this particular subspecies of banshee. But you know what?
Yeah.
Impress me, Dagan. Roll that wisdom. Or better yet, roll me an insight. Which
I mean, you did tango with her.
is
for a
still the
bit.
same.
14.
Better known Banshee is my favorite column in Paladin Weekly.
You
Now,
know
how
what?
do you get Paladin Weekly out here?
If you feel cheated over the next half hour, Obakan, let me know and I will tell a dedicated dad joke. But I kind of feel like with Azteki riding shotgun here, you don't need me to actually tell a dad joke. They're just going to keep coming.
Oh yeah, for days and days.
All right. You know what? That's a significant enough roll. Bonus could be a little better to push you a few more steps up, but I'll, there is something, I will curse your grand. Now, hey, if you feel like you haven't gotten a sufficient dad joke by the time we get through this combat, I will do a dedicated dad joke. There is something off about the Banshee. You can't put your finger on it, but there is definitely something different. Maybe. It could also be the fact that it's currently washed with bright, radiant, arcane light. And you're also not having your face numbed off. So, yeah. That's what the DM's giving you on that front. To that end, I think we need to roll some initiative here, folks. I'm going to put her up on the battle board and start the combat.
Oh, thank God this roll was better than my
Wow.
last one.
Now, my roll is technically better than my last one, too.
We were on a
Technically.
mission, so you can roll the worst, and I won.
Kind of reverse this time.
You know,
like
You didn't
that's
roll
crazy.
That's
badly.
actually the reverse.
You're pacing yourself. That's the way you have to
Oh,
look at
yes.
this. You didn't
We're
roll
holding
badly.
back.
You're pacing yourself. Things. Oh, that's harsh. Besides, the cake is a lie. So, speaking of non-lies, Samar, what is your action this turn? Oh, wielder of the lamp.
Oh my.
Now you
So
got me
can I
doing
do
it.
stuff while still like holding the lantern up and stuff and like
If you intend to
focusing my
keep,
energy on that?
if you keep the beam going, that's your action. If you want to contribute something else to the fight, like other actions, cast a different spell, make an attack roll, you're going to
Okay.
have to shut down the light for a moment and focus your energies that way.
Okay. So what do you guys think? Should I keep the lantern up? Should I?
I think
you
like
should
the
keep the
attack.
lantern up, but that's up to. I'm terrified. Like, if she does the stupid spectral thing, I die. Please don't let that happen.
But with my insight roll, I'm kind of unsure now because you said there's something's off with this banshee compared to the last encounter we had.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, what if it's not the banshee?
Well, her feet
Well,
are
I don't
not
know.
touching the
That's me.
ground. And she looks like she wants to suck your soul out of your eyeballs.
Can we
That was very
negotiate?
banshee-like.
Like, come on.
You're welcome
Like,
to have a
ears,
conversation with her.
nose. Why is it got to be eyeballs?
Samar needs an action, though. Are you going to keep the light up, or do you want to shift gears and attack it?
You could hold action and decide later.
That would also mean, well, no, because she'd be holding her previous action, which was to activate the lamp or the lantern.
It's going to become a lamp by the time we're
It will
done
be.
with it.
Yeah,
A
you know what I
genie's even
keep
gonna pop
thinking?
out of it.
Yeah, that was it. I'm like, genies pop out of lamps. So now I see a distinct difference between a lantern and a lamp. It finally makes sense.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep holding the lantern up for now.
Okay. She is going to come straight at you
Oh great.
because you've got the light on her, and she's not cricket with that.
But put your shield up, or I'll defend you, or something.
Oh, I need to.
Well,
Are you going to cast your shield spell to protect yourself?
I could use my shield spell as like a reaction to
You can.
her attacking me, which I think might be a good idea because
Okay.
She's very mad, but that would mean that I will stop for a moment casting the lantern at her, but that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
You throw your shield
Jackie's
up.
also right next to you to intercede as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop using the lantern and throw my shield up
As a reaction. Wham!
as a reaction.
So
Yep.
you're okay. She slams into the wall of force you throw up between the two of you and lets out this, it would be a howl if it wasn't so high pitched, as she screeches at you in fury. Literally like stopped, and you can actually feel for the first time since you remember mastering this spell, this is the first time you've had to take a step backwards after casting it.
Yep, she's not happy.
As as the magical energies push against each other in a way they're not supposed to. Like, this stops stuff. It's not supposed to move. It doesn't have inertia. Dagon, what's your action, sir?
It's axe time. I'm the hatchet man.
Okay, so
It is
she's
axe time.
pushing up against Nebula. You're going to step up and engage. I just have a second here while you roll the draw. And there
Yeah,
we
where
have
did we
this
end up?
nice shield there.
We're somewhere. We're not by the tree.
No, you're just in a clearing. I don't want to make terrain a major feature of this fight, because that's not what my goal is here. Hit, damage, miss. Fair enough. That's still going to get through and push the Banshee back a bit, make her reconsider her choices.
Unlife choices. I love it.
Like I said, you're going to feel like you got a dad joke or two out of this deal. That's the way we roll. Speaking of which, Frederick, what's up?
Mark, Arrow, Banshees.
Fair enough.
I just want to add something real quick. When I hit her, I want to say, yo, if you want to scream, scream with me.
Okay, let's do that. That looks kind of cooler on the screen. Okay, Frederick throws the dice, gets an 18 to hit. Total of 14 damage. Wow.
It's personal, man. She killed me twice.
Other way. 14 and...
Frederick's back for revenge.
19. Okay. I accidentally took damage off of it, so let me put that all the damage back now. And where's she at?
I think it's more fear than revenge. It's like, please don't kill me again.
Yeah, he died twice. Azteki, how are you engaging?
I'm gonna bless the party.
He calls upon the spirits of Ravenkind. The party is blessed. Boom.
Yes.
I feel the raven's warm embrace.
You just see like the little circles. Well, everybody but me. That's an important thing. I can only bless 3 people. and yeah, you all glow. And you feel a little tingly. You think it's goosebumps, but then you see like little feathers, but then they disappear. They were all in your mind.
I love how you're getting the
Raven,
hang of
guide
this.
my arrows.
Samara, Nebula, Samara's been holding action. Do you want to use it before she comes up again in the initiative order?
Oh, I have. What am I doing?
You were holding action, so you actually haven't taken an
was.
action yet. Do you want to refocus
That's
the
true.
lamp, or do you want to do something else?
I think.
So full disclosure, it'll be your turn again immediately.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to just use a spell and then on your next turn focus the lamp, you could.
You could do
yeah,
that.
I think that's what I want to do.
However, if you take her down too hard and the lamp's not focused on her, something bad will happen.
Oh
Maybe.
gosh.
But I mean, we hit her. How hard did we hit her? We hit her pretty hard, and she's still only at hurt. So
True. And yeah, to be honest, I was just gonna try to use a firebolt. You know.
Could you do like mirror image or something? Give her a different target, or different targets? How's that stuff work? I'm intrigued by your magic abilities.
I don't know. I don't think I really have a mirror image thing.
Oh, you didn't
Oh.
learn that.
there's like a mirror image spell, or are you just talking about World of Warcraft?
Oh, minor illusion.
I mean that I don't know. I really don't know how that
Minor
works.
illusion would be really good if you wanted, if this was like a role play situation. It's
Okay.
very rare that a monster goes after a minor illusion. Although you never know.
Gotcha.
You can sometimes fake them out really well.
Okay, so second question. I'm sorry because I didn't realize. So
Yeah.
like that shield stays up for like the duration of the match. She just like bubbled herself, or is that like for the turn?
It lasts until the start of her next turn. She gets a +5 to AC,
Oh, okay.
and it was a reaction, so she can still cast an actual spell.
Gotcha.
All right. So you're saying that if I damage her too much, that even if I shine the lantern on her, like it's not good.
Yeah, you can take your action, and then you'll have your turn comes up again in the next combat round. So you could theoretically put the light back on her as your action next round if you
Like
want
back
to.
on her.
Yeah.
Yeah, the gamble is like if you crit super hard on this spell, and the lantern's not on her, theoretically she'll go corporeal, and then we have to deal with that nonsense, or you do enough
nonsense.
damage to put it back. Yeah, that nonsense, that undead banshee nonsense. It's it's like you do French fries and then you pizza to slow down. You don't have time to pizza before you have before you hit a tree. You're gonna go French fries right off the edge.
It took me a while to realize you were talking about skiing.
Yeah,
Oh.
pizza,
Yeah, I
Okay.
thought.
pizza and French fries.
I know.
Don't you
I
guys
was
get
like,
that?
I mean, I like pizza and French fries, but I just
Exactly. I'm
realized
like,
when he
wow,
was
so,
talking
you
about
eat
like
French fries and then you
pizza,
eat pizza to slow
yeah.
down.
See,
What? Oh wait.
I've had too much
He's
to
talking
drink
about skiing.
because I thought he meant eat pizza to slow down the alcohol consumption. And I was trying to figure out what you were drinking that you called French fries as a colloquialism.
No, that's
Vodka?
homecoming in high school. If you eat more crackers, you can drink more alcohol. That's high school logic.
well,
It's true.
But I'm down for it.
There's a lot of adults I know who believe this.
So on that note, are you taking it
So,
in
yeah,
action?
yes,
Yeah.
I'm gonna fire bolt and
Okay.
see what happens, and then I don't know. Oh,
And
wow.
you miss.
And she missed. That was a lot of work
Lord.
to
I
get
mean,
to a
we do
miss.
have like a bunch
Wait,
of.
you do
We
get to
have
roll another
rerolls.
D4 if you want.
Well, we do have rerolls also.
we have a
bunch
huge bank of
rerolls.
rerolls. Go ahead and roll it again.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna use
Thank you,
one of
Scott, for
those.
that, by the way. So we rerolls from Sonic. We got rerolls from Scott, the Science Streams. We got rerolls from Obacon. We got ads, from Obacon. You're up to 2, 4, up to 6. You can add to any one roll. That's definitely going to hit her. Give me some damage.
Okay.
Nice.
Big number,
Oh,
big
what?
number,
It
big
was gonna
number.
land on a 9. Lies.
I saw it.
The oof.
It's more of a comfort consumable. Do you want to reroll it?
Lies. Rerolling, or I guess.
You will almost certainly do better than that. That's up to you.
There's
we,
a 1 in
we
10.
all know how that turned out one time when I rolled like a bunch of ones
It's
in a row.
true.
All right.
Yeah, I think you rolled
We
5.
did
Oh,
it.
telling
She
you.
did it.
I'm
She's
telling you.
burning all our rerolls. Stop her.
And I
telling
think
you.
that's the end of that line.
Yeah, no.
Do you want to use some add to
I
rolls? You
have.
have a +6. You have 3 +2s in your hands. Or do you want to save those for like maybe near misses?
Yeah, I feel like we should hold on to those. I'm just gonna. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like
just gonna
something we could
concede.
add to like an AoE ability,
Yeah.
or like my healing ability. Add 2 to everything. That would be pretty sweet. That's
Well,
totally
that is pretty
At
overpowered.
least we don't have to worry about doing excessive damage to her because that clearly
Not
did
this
not
turn.
happen.
And now it comes
I
back
was
to your
expecting
action.
excessive damage.
What would you like to do for your actual action now?
I don't think I'm gonna go back to holding up the lantern.
Well, yeah. Bah! Well, that didn't work.
It's like tried multiple times. It's like wham, wham, wham. Okay, I give up.
Just like, I'm sorry. Let me just, let's keep going.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
It
So
goes back to the
lights
name.
back on her.
I need to
And
reflect.
so I'm to interpret your action is to take a step back and put the light back up.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take a few steps back and then
Fair
shine the
enough.
light on her.
She is still
But
coming.
stay in range of my shield.
She is still coming at you
Yeah.
hard.
I will hide behind you.
And you know what? We're gonna do.
And I will protect with the shield again, even if I risk getting stuck in a spider's web.
We're gonna do this. She is going to, as you take your step, as Samara takes her step back, she actually pushes up off the ground, which looks a little weird at first because her feet aren't actually touching, but you can see where she bends her knees to coil a bit before she launches up higher into the air, and seems to almost gain 50% of size when she does. Samara can't help but to look up at this form about to bear down on her and is immediately hit with a wave of dread. Samara, I need you to roll me a will save. Or I'm sorry, it's a wisdom save.
Yeah,
Wisdom.
That's
You also
terrifying.
get a +4 or a D4 to that.
Yeah. Let's see what happens.
Wisdom.
It's at the top.
Oh,
Yep. You're gonna roll it
Yeah,
twice.
there
Everybody
you go.
else roll it for me once.
Okay.
Oh, we're all doing it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Bruh.
Okay. Because she targeted Samara, Samara was at disadvantage for it. Do you want to burn a reroll? Because right now you have failed.
Even if you do a +4, well, I get on the 7. I don't know how does saving throws with the bless work.
You get to add the D4.
She can add a d4, but it won't
But
be.
it may not be enough on a 7.
It's mathematically not possible. Do you want to burn a reroll or do some
Okay.
adds? Because Samara has to keep the 7.
oh, of the 2 rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're at disadvantage, so you have to take the worst.
Ah, okay.
Well, roll your blessed D4 because then maybe just doing the +2 might put you over the edge
Oh, yeah.
as opposed to using a whole reroll.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
The reroll is not like.
I'm having flashbacks of accounting class. Oh my god, just put it in your debit column. Okay, and amortize for appreciation.
Okay, so roll a d4.
Okay.
All right, so I'm rolling a d4. Okay.
Okay. I'll tell you if you've made it. She rolled a 4, so that puts her at okay. You have not made it. Do you want to burn some of your pluses, or do you want to do a straight up start over reroll?
I have no idea.
Use the pluses.
Use the plus.
Use
Yeah.
one at a time.
Use the pluses.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
That is enough to make your save.
Okay, thank God.
It was kind of touch and go there for a bit. It was really scary.
Yeah.
No, like literally.
Not a good night to fight the banshee.
You
apparently,
were
for me.
there was a moment where you saw your entire life flash before your eyes, and in your case, that's a lot of highlights. That takes us to Dagon. What's your action, sir?
I am going to chop on this bitch,
Mm-hmm.
and I would like to, if I hit her, I'm going to use my maneuver here called goading attack.
Oh.
Show off.
Uh,
That's
So
the
that'd be
button.
a 15 to hit.
Okay.
do you want to give me a 15? Oh, because of the bless. Yeah, that'll hit.
Bless matters this time around. I like it.
Bless is definitely mattering this time
Plus
around.
always matters.
Bless always matters. How much damage did she just take?
So that's 10 damage total,
Okay.
and then it's a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw, and if she fails, she has disadvantage on all attacks against any target other than myself until the end of my next turn.
Okay. We'll see what happens. Frederick.
Oh, I have my second attack too.
Never mind.
Roll that blessed die.
That'll hit. Give me some damage.
There you go. 6 more.
Okay, Samara, I need you to make a ranged attack roll for me.
Wait, what? What am I doing?
Make a roll like you were attacking with your firebolt.
Ah. Hold on. I can.
Oh,
Yeah.
is this for the lantern?
Yep. It's not like she's
Ranged
standing
type
there.
attack.
So can I just roll the firebolt?
Yeah, I just roll your
thing?
firebolt because that has
Okay.
your ranged attack bonus worked into it.
Okay.
Ooh,
That okay? Good to know.
noise.
Way to focus that lantern.
Yeah, at least I could do something.
For somebody that just got their hands on it, you really know how to wield that thing.
Yeah. Well, it is. I mean, you kind of just point it at them.
Yeah, it's just like
Frederick,
holding it
you're
up.
up.
You'd be surprised
I'm
how
lighting
tough.
again.
By the way,
Burn her again.
Nebula, get ready. If he hits, you're gonna have to roll another attack roll.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool, Blaxel. Glad to have you watching. It can feel weird figuring out what to say in a D&D stream chat. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, just enjoy it, man. It's good having you here.
Yeah. Or kibitz.
Yeah. Hit us up with some dad jokes.
Let's see. So that's gonna be a hit. That's thinking +6 to hit, man. I gotta do something about that. That's a lot of
Bring him
damage.
into melee so I can slice and dice.
Oh, you're meleeing it?
No, I'm shooting it.
Ooh,
Yeah,
these
I
are
So
see
all-
because you're
longbow
like +6
damage.
to hit, what do? I'm like, if they're close to me, I can't shoot them.
Okay, so that's a total damage then of 15?
Yeah, 15 damage.
15 damage. Okay. Samara, give me an attack roll.
Yeah, that one not so much.
That's gonna miss. You have a bank of rerolls. Do you want to start burning them, or do you want to just
Reroll.
see what happens?
Yeah, reroll
Okay.
for sure.
Roll again.
Oh, what in the crap?
That's
I mean,
gonna
that was
miss.
a little better, but still.
You currently
Ay, ay, ay.
have 2 rerolls in the bank. Do you want to burn them now?
I don't know.
Did she add her blessed die?
I did not. I did not add
you
it
could,
yet.
You
No.
could roll it and start doing some of the adds up. Make a decision
Well,
fast.
you can roll a D4 for free.
Yeah,
You
roll a
might as well
d4
do it.
for free.
Exactly.
Yeah.
True.
And if it's really bad, we'll just throw the whole roll away.
Mm.
That's not bad at all. Take that plus
14.
2.
You're close. Do you want to burn it? By the way, make sure you take a drink to that wonderful shot.
Yeah. Let's do. Yeah,
Okay, we've
a,
added to
plus-
it. Okay. You currently are now
Good
down
thing
to
Chat
7.
had our back going into this battle. Thank you,
No
guys.
kidding. Chat's got your back. You
100%.
you currently have 2 rerolls in the bank and 2 add to rolls. You're pretty much where you were when you started. And I'm going to up the cost of these rerolls next time. Just to slow some of my fans down. Okay. That takes us now to Azteki. What are you doing, good night, sir?
Okay. So,
Oh my
quick
gosh,
team
second
quick
dad
team
joke.
huddle. Quick team huddle. We got a couple of cool spells. I don't know if they're worth using right now. So we got protection from good and evil, or protection from evil and good, and
Do you have
that'll
smite?
make. I also have smite, and
I mean,
then
I feel like
sanctuary.
it's time to smite. I feel like you've done a lot of support. I feel like you've done a great job being like QB. I think it's time to ring in that smite.
Okay.
Raven
So how do
smite that bitch.
Raven smite, yeah.
I don't think I have that.
He doesn't have spite
ready.
prepared. He can,
I have blessed cure wounds.
You-
I don't even have smite armed.
Well, I think smite is just a paladin ability, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought you can trade any spell slot for smite.
Yeah, you just burn a spell slot and use your smite ability instead of casting a spell.
Is that how that works?
Sounds good to me.
Does it show up?
I'm double checking. I
Hold
think
on,
it's under
clear.
it's under attacks. Limited use.
Wrathful. I see Wrathful Smite. Is that different than regular Smite?
Oh, here it is.
I
Divine
have
Smite.
no idea.
When you hit with a melee weapon attack, expend 1 spell slot to deal an additional 2d8 extra radiant damage.
2d8.
Yeah.
What are you hitting like me for?
Just hit with your flail. Just roll.
All right.
It does more damage to undead.
We're gonna
doesn't it?
smite. We're going in. I'm gonna do some damage.
You are absolutely going to do some damage.
We're gonna do this.
Roll your attack roll.
Where's my attack thing on the flail?
He actually gets to use his flail. That will
He uses
connect.
it so rarely he doesn't know where it is.
So roll the damage,
All right.
and then roll a d8 twice.
You can click the D8 2 times, so you can roll 2 at the same time.
Yep. And so he.
Oh, that's so pimp.
So that's a total of 17 damage. Samara, I need you to give me that ranged attack roll.
And all it
Hold up
did
that
was cost
spotlight.
me a
I
spell slot.
I like dread it.
Yep.
All right. So I got
That's
1 spell
gonna
left.
hit. You as Teki takes a step forward, gets the flail up to a full-on spin, and just launches his arm out. When the spiked ball at the end of it connects with the chest of the banshee, it erupts with divine energy. And you can hear the cries from around you of 1,000 birds as they screech in response. And the banshee literally explodes with necrotic energy. Go ahead and give me a quick, just for giggles, give me a quick strength check. As a result, as just ripples.
Oh, all of us?
Yeah, oh yeah, everybody.
So we don't,
Everyone
like,
at ground
fall
zero.
over?
It's just
Like a strength saving throw or just a strength check?
strength save. As just ripples of that necrotic energy fly outwards from her body. Let's see. Azteki keeps his feet. Frederick keeps his feet. Bjorn and
did not
Samara. Samara
in any
actually
way.
gets thrown back and over the hillside.
How do you roll a 0?
She was not 1, -1.
And you watch as this beacon of
I have
blue,
no idea.
shimmering energy launches straight up into the sky, pierces the clouds, and then follows its and then disappears by going up behind itself. As though like there's just this column of blue energy shoots upwards and then flies up into the nethers. And then everything goes deathly quiet.
Good call on that.
Hey, are you okay?
Hey guys,
Are you okay
Kinda
over there?
I'm kind of stuck in a bush. Could use some
Let's go.
help.
Let's go pull her out of the bush.
Dagan is immediately in like hype man
Stay
mode,
out
and he's
in awe.
like, "Damn boy, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's my boy. Look at him. Look at him."
I'm like, what? What just happened?
Guys, I'm really small. I need some help over here.
Oh right. Yeah, I'm coming. I'm on my way.
Well, Frederick and Azteki kept their feet. It was Bjorn as Dagon that had to pick himself up. Not that he seems fazed by this.
Yeah, no, he is like totally bro struck.
No, I mean to help Samara out of the bush.
Yeah.
Yep. I got blown back and over
Actually,
yonder.
at the lower center of mass, it might be easier for me to just help you up.
Just sort of lean backwards.
Well, thank you, Frederick.
You are so welcome. That is an amazing lamp. Lantern.
No kidding.
Lantern.
It's an amazing lantern.
I'm a genie in the bottle, baby. Gotta rub it.
Oh my God.
I will rub Azteki the right way.
Somebody clip that, like that right there, that like with the little dance and everything.
Now you know how it feels to be me on every attack roll.
Also, too, I looked up Divine Smite real quick, and if it's an undead target, it takes an additional 1d8 damage.
Jeez.
Roll it. I want to see. I want to see your number. You got to beat 20. 20 was the high score tonight.
Add another 6 on top.
Wow.
That's more than 20.
As long as you've got spell slots to spare, that's what you got to be using them for.
Oh yeah, Divine Smite is like a nuclear missile.
That is a 23 damage.
Yeah.
I guess so. I'm here thinking, like, because I had these options. I'm like, well, I can make Samara invincible as long as she doesn't attack. So I'm like, well, you just hold the lantern. That's your only
Oh,
job.
that's actually a really good. Well, she was making attack rolls.
That's an attack.
Oh, okay. So you're pretty much like you can't do anything
Nothing.
if you're on Sanctuary.
Yeah, that would be, yeah. It's, well, you can do defensive stuff, but getting into getting IW kind of, hopefully you feel like there've been enough humor to qualify as dad jokes tonight. Yes, and you were very good at helping out with the rolls. It definitely added a lot. Kept things
That's
going.
very
Yeah, it's like flawless victory.
very appreciative of that, especially because I was rolling terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Even though
Nothing has been humorous. Yeah,
everything
go to bed.
planned, I felt on every second we were just about to lose everything. Everybody was going to get knocked out. 3 versions of ourselves were going to rise and eat our
happened
face.
last time. For the record, that totally happened last time. So I was like,
I was
it's
just
gonna
waiting
happen.
for it.
It's gonna happen.
You're waiting for Nebula to screw up one of those attack rolls. That's what it really came down to. Because like most of life, we were all banking on the
she did
woman
great.
not screwing it up and putting all the pressure on her.
And she came through.
She did. Of course she did.
Again.
Duh. Girls get it done.
Yep, if I ever lose my keys in the parking lot, you're the one that's going to use the flashlight to help find them.
But still no checking account for you.
On that note, what's your plan now?
I'd like to search the area where the thing exploded. Is there like anything left behind, or did it just like evaporate?
There definitely are signs that there was an arcane explosion at that location. But it's kind of hard to pin it down. Like it just like there's no char marks or anything. You know, the grass has been matted down and stuff. But there's no body, nothing, no corpse, no sign of anything other than, you know, the depressions from the energy releases.
So did we win?
Is she dead?
Is it dead? It's gone.
I mean, Steve.
Steve.
Do you sense any more? I mean, this is something I could check too. I'm gonna see if I know, if I can remember anything about banshees.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and roll that. Whatever it would be.
Insight, maybe.
If it's an important link, by the way, Gadget, you can
Investigation.
whisper it to me and I can share it with everybody. I generally select you, but I've got links turned off. What did we use last time you were trying to remember stuff about them?
It was just wisdom.
Yeah, just roll a wisdom. See what you remember. Can't be
I
bad.
get advantage. That's what it is. I'm like, I get something. I could just roll garbage.
You know, this is usually
Twice.
what it looks like when. Well, to be fair, I mean, you've killed specters before. They usually disappear or fade into nothingness. This was a pretty, this was a pretty active disappearance, but she still disappeared. She's not here now, and there's no body. Specters don't usually leave bodies. Ghosts don't leave bodies. Banshees shouldn't leave
She's
bodies.
Dead.
She's got to be dead.
She should be dead.
Well, I'm putting this in my book as a win.
Oh, whether she was dead or not, this was still a win.
That was never up for debate. We definitely got her.
Yeah, if you ever come back, we'll kill you.
Again.
Is that how that works?
I don't know.
Well, maybe we should take a little stroll, for the night to see if anything else happens, or maybe go check the tree out. Just
I mean, Azteki, you're the one who's smiting the undead here. Do we feel good? Do we do our job?
Oh, I feel dumbstruck right now, and I'm down for checking out the tree before we go home, because that's the only other noteworthy place to check out around here. Maybe something happened at the tree?
That's a good idea.
Maybe. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to go check it out.
Who knows how to get to the tree?
Steve.
Steve is not GPS. I keep telling you guys.
Yes, he is.
Steve is
He's
still pretty
RPS.
smart.
The Raven positioning system.
Steve is still pretty on top of things. Yeah, you can wander around.
I
till
feel
you
like
find
he's
the tree.
OnStar.
You make your way around and eventually find your way over by the tree. It's quiet. Nobody cuddling underneath it or carving their names in nearby trees because they don't obviously wish to,
To face the
the actual tree. The elder, that tree that's been here for umpteen generations. There is this weird sense of the lack of body definitely is rubbing your party weird, because this is the first time you've had a win that you haven't been had the conversation. Should we cut its head off and save it? Even the zombies, you got to see him hit the ground and then meld into it. Whereas this one's a little bit different, but there's a sense of victory. Hey, I think she's really gone. I think we did something awesome. And as you're having that conversation, you can hear the bells chiming back at town. The bells that you...
I don't know if that's a good thing. We should probably go see what that is quickly.
Yeah, it's is that a good thing or is that a bad thing?
Usually bells are not a good thing.
They're victory bells, I'm sure. Let's
Yes,
let's
because
go
they
back.
magically
they totally
knew that
know
we did it.
Yeah, totally know we beat the Banshee.
I mean, there was an explosion. Maybe they're ringing the bells because we should go figure it out.
All right, yeah, let's go check it out. See what's going on.
Let's go back for our parade.
I'm gonna carve my initials real quick in a tree right around there, just like Dagon was here.
Oh, he's gonna defile the tree.
No,
he's
not the
in a
big
different
one.
tree.
Not the
He's
big
in a
one. Yeah,
different tree.
one of the ones
Oh.
that's already
Di-
marked up.
Dagon
Okay.
loves Azteki.
Yeah, I'll put that. Dagon Heart Bird Boy.
You hustle back towards the town, and one of the watchmen still manning his post as you approach.
What's the ringing of the bells for?
Oh, right. You wouldn't believe it. The Banshee struck.
Here?
Not long ago, but okay. It's not official in that no one has said anything from the castle, but word got out when the bells started, it's been coming down the line. The Banshee struck the castle. Lady Britta is dead.
How is that possible?
No, that
We were
can't
just
be.
fighting with the Banshee.
I from my post, I could see the light in the distance. I presume that was something. But just a few moments ago, someone came by to tell me that's why they started to ring the sound, the alarms.
We just beat the Banshee a few moments ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not sure if Banshee is kind of sus.
Banshee sus.
Unless there's more than one.
Blue is sus. Voted out. Oh, I'm gonna miss
Okay,
saying Orange
well-
is sus voted out.
So we
Anyway.
killed the Banshee, and then something coincidentally happened at the same time to one of the people at the castle.
Well, we still got a murderer. Or somebody's killing, or
mean,
something's killing
But
stuff.
maybe we didn't kill the Banshee. Maybe we just thought we killed the Banshee.
Well, if you thought you killed Banshee, I might make my way to the castle post haste to let him know. Maybe they're maybe it's not, maybe it didn't happen. Like I said, there's nothing official. It's not like Lady Astrid's made a declaration or anything. But I heard it from the watchman who started ringing the bells just down the ways. He came up to let me know why the bells were ringing, and he heard it from his cousin, and his cousin's sister works in the kitchen, and she heard it straight through the wall.
Yeah, I don't know if that you're right. We should totally go check in on that. Sounds like a legitimate source.
Well, one doesn't
we should
exactly advertise when
check
a
it.
member of the ward's family gets killed. Least of all
Yeah,
by the
we should go check
Banshee
it out.
That's true.
in the castle itself. If the castle ain't safe, where is?
True that.
Right by this guy. I'm gonna point that as Techie.
And I'll
True
just
that. High fives. High fives.
flail, my precious flail.
Well, it's not the flail that's special. It's you could use any weapon and it would do the same thing.
You cross town fairly quickly since you've got your urban ranger leading the way, and it's the middle of the night and everyone's inside. And make your way out of town towards the castle itself. The guards see you approaching and ask your intentions.
I'm trying to see what the bells ringing were about. We had a guard tell us something happened in the castle.
Oh, that's right. Hi, it's been quite a thing. I can let me take you in.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'd want to know what was up. Were
Yes.
you were the ones looking to hunt the Banshee, weren't you?
We were actually fighting it before the bells were ringing. That's why we're so confused and concerned.
Oh, well then we must not waste time. You might still be able to track it. And
Oh, gosh.
he turns and starts jogging into the castle.
Let's go.
There you go.
You hasten behind him around several hallways, corridors. The castle is very well maintained. Not exactly ostentatious, but still definitely shows that there's money in the community to support the noble family. Several turns later, a couple of flights of stairs, and he ushers you into the young lady's room. And you can see where she's in the bed. There's a maid next to her who's just completely inconsolable. The window is open. The curtains are kind of fluttering back and forth. Fluttering. And the guard just points immediately. Go, do what you need to do. Find what did this to her.
I go to track as best I can.
Okay.
See
I'll
if
go
there's
look
any
at the
track I
body.
can follow. So that would be investigate, yeah?
Yeah, investigate. Sure. Because you might be able to track an incorporeal body.
Not with those rolls.
Yeah. You would not recognize the woman in the bed if you didn't know what you were looking for. The Britta you met this morning, 15, maybe 13, 14, maybe 15. True, probably elven blood, might make her look younger. The creature in the bed wearing her bedclothes is probably pushing, by human standards, 90, 95. Her skin is bleached white. Her hair is like silver. And this look of just sheer horror on her face. There are no signs of a struggle or a fight. There's no tracks to find. There's no footprints. No damage to the woodwork. You take some time to take in the entire room before you hear this. You are, of course, dismissed. and you look over to see Lady Astrid has come in. She's wearing a heavy house coat that she's pulled up tight, and she dismisses the guard and looks at your company. It appears even we here at the castle are not immune to the creatures. How went your hunt?
Well, we thought. We battled with the beast. She seemed to fall.
Fascinating. Would you please come with me to the library? Let's take a moment to discuss this and see if we can make a plan for the safety of our community. Please.
Of course. Yes, let's go.
Okay. She takes you down the hall and around a quick corner and holds open the door to a library and gestures you in. When you go in, there's it's floor to ceiling books. Probably a 30 by 30 room, several tables, comfortable chairs, stacks of books on stacks of books. And just some candles lit. Once everyone's in, she stands in the door and goes, "Actually, I think we had best discuss this on the morrow." And takes a step back and closes the heavy oaken doors, and you hear a loud series of clacks on the back side of it. When you realize you have now been locked in a room with no windows, no fireplace, and only one door. Which is where we're going to pick up next week.
That wasn't very nice.
Oh, what happened? No.
Are we gonna have Steve pick the locks from outside?
Oh yeah.
No.
Who's proficient at picking locks?
We got a couple of those.
Yeah, I can do it.
Do
I
we?
think Fred can do it.
Do we?
We do.
Depends on the lock, I guess.
Or we could release Bob and just set the place on fire.
No,
No.
what I was thinking
Oh, come
was
When
that
in doubt,
dimensional
burn.
pocket. Well, because okay, so we have to rest, right? And you can prepare different spells. You can prepare the rope with the interdimensional pocket, and we can just hide in the pocket.
That's
The
right.
most complicated spell known to
The
man.
interdimensional
Well, and then they'll
pocket
be
where
like,
we can
"We're
hide
gonna come get you," and we'll be like, "Just gone."
Where do they
Where
go?
could they go?
Where'd they go? And then they'll open
Arrows
the door and they think we
shooting in.
left. So then we can leave. It makes sense.
One of the really
Yeah,
dumb
no, I
guards.
didn't trust her,
looking
but I
in the
didn't
book
want
for
to
us.
immediately attack her before we were pushed into the room. Like I was like, "All right, let's go."
I was kind of wondering if you were all going to go along or if you need to be more heavily cajoled.
I wasn't gonna fight her by myself, but I was legit like, "I'm drawing swords, but I'm not gonna do it if everyone else is fine with it."
I honestly did not even think like that. I don't know. I didn't suspect anything.
Wish there was timestamps on there because I said sus before we were brought to the door.
Right.
It's alright, we got a lantern and lots of books. I think we can read.
Yeah, I can't read.
Lies.
What's the Wi-Fi password?
Depending on how things go, you might be able to read by the time you get out of here.
Yeah. I mean,
Here we go. I got plenty of time to learn.
we got some. Yeah, we got some
Exactly.
time.
No time like
No,
the
Dagan
present.
can read.
What's Dagon's intelligence and wisdom?
Wisdom's 12. His intelligence is 8, I believe.
You could totally learn to read.
I could learn.
Well, 8 intelligence you can read. I'm just, I'm a very slow reader.
Yeah.
I don't read anything that's like British because I can't do those words.
They're not that
Is
bad.
British
Yeah, like
even
you
a thing?
read Harry Potter. Like I try to get Emma to read Harry Potter, and she stumbles over all like the British terms and stuff.
Okay. I can kind
Because
of see
it's
that.
not Americanized English. I totally
Right,
see
because
that.
this is different.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. And I'm sorry, Science, but that was just like felt like the perfect place to stop for the week. Like a nice, solid now what moment.
Well,
Yeah.
I
Now
know
what?
that when
Bloody
I
vengeance.
see her, she's going to die.
Yep.
I'm going to cut off her elven ears and shove them down her throat.
Yeah, we are taking over the castle. We are gonna
Yep.
put down this
You know what?
ill
You're totally
father.
right. You're totally right. Bob in the library.
Yeah, I'm unleashing Bob. That's it.
But maybe she's just making sure that we're safe. She said she was going to talk to us in the morning. Seems legit.
I
I
don't
already
believe her.
didn't like her. Okay.
Don't
Now
believe
she
her anymore.
sacrificed her sister to some weirdness, and I'm gonna take it personal.
She's in a cult.
Yeah,
It's
she's up
probably
to
magic to keep her dad alive. I mean,
She's
so
up to no good.
I've been thinking about it, right? The mom died
Yeah.
mysteriously a while ago. The dad's been around for a very long time, but we don't know how. Life-sucking creature. Something bad's going on. So, and especially if you look into it, you just die.
Can we go back
Yeah,
to
they're protecting a secret.
Can we go back to a theme here though? Has anything that has happened since you entered the mists not been bad?
Yes.
All the free food that kept regenerating was pretty good.
Yeah,
There you
that
go.
was
Yeah,
that
and I
was
got a
good
pretty
thing.
kick-ass
Yeah,
shield,
he
and
became
we got
a paladin.
a lantern. That was pretty nice.
Yeah.
I got a bird.
Techie's got Steve.
We found Steve.
Oh no, that's not one of the good moments.
We led a small army to fight like an army of undead. That was really cool.
Yeah, we went back in time and encouraged people to sacrifice other people.
Yeah, I got married for a short while.
Because we
All
did
in
it,
all,
and it
it's been a
wasn't
pretty
us.
good
It was
campaign.
guilt-free.
Yeah, I just say like we were thinking about that cave as our like cult hideout. We're gonna have a castle now, guys.
Yeah, upgrade.
I mean,
Just
how many
remember,
guards do we want to kill?
all power is derived from the will of the people. You are going to have to get a popular support somewhere.
Or run a whole bunch of negative advertising.
Yes.
Our king has
Propaganda.
been defeated with the banshee for generations.
So that's where we are this week. We've got two sessions left in this particular story, and then we've got some discussions what we're going to do after this. But I think you guys did pretty well. I expected the second Banshee fight to go a little bit longer. I was not quite planning on the just play the clip. You'll attract a certain crowd. Can I just play the clip on the stream live? Or do I need to go find the clip and post the link so everyone can go follow it on their own? Let me find it.
I think I need to commission a giant two-handed weapon for Azteki and be like, here, smite with this.
Smite with this.
Well, I
Bigger the
thought
better,
about,
right?
Honestly,
I thought about
really want him to
switching.
smite with his shield. I want him to shield bash something and then the 3d8 into oblivion.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Because I did some research, and apparently it's very popular to be a two-handed paladin, but because we're so offensive based already, I figured it would be
the
good
shield
to
has
have
been
the
super
shield
nice.
and these protection abilities, and I really like the fact that I had that one moment where I could be the guy to do the finishing blow. That was super cool.
Just think, if you crit, double all the dice rolled.
Oh,
So
no,
if you
really?
smite something, that's 6d8 plus 2 more d8 from your weapon.
That's amazing.
Oh no!
That's amazing.
Oh no!
I love it.
Yeah, I mean I tend to think that the two-handed paladin, I get it, but my vision of the paladin is never someone with two weapons. It is always the cavalier archetype. It's always the charging forward shield to protect those who need it, and the blade handy with the righteousness. I'm gonna turn off the outgoing sound for just a second here so I can see the clip, and I don't play it over the system. Because if I don't do this, when I play it, it'll actually, you know what? You guys get to hear me watch it. I am now profoundly curious too.
Yes, do it.
Okay. Let's see what we got.
I'm a genie in the bottle, baby.
No, it's amazing. Like, long story short, it's amazing.
Yep.
Can't get rid of that. It's
That's
awesome.
a keeper. You
Stay
know what?
forever.
There's a button here that says, where did it go? It says save as highlight. Ah, there it is.
Yeah, you can save clips as highlights. Yeah.
Save as highlight. We're just going to save that one for just so I don't accidentally delete it in a general purge. Oh, wait. No,
Now, Neb, you have to send that to every family member he has.
that's too much
Oh,
work.
100%.
Too much
I
work.
should. Oh man.
So awesome.
Okay, I'll look into that later. Because I do try to, I highlight, and I have a bunch of tags on the stream I put up as things happened, so I can go back and get them later. Because I like having the clips from the channel ready to rock and roll. So what is your plan next time anyways?
Burn this castle down. No, my
For the
first reaction
record.
would be chop that door down. I do have two axes ready to go.
We can, but I mean, in all honesty, she didn't poison us. She didn't actually stab us in the back. So we don't have to assume it's violent. That's like the one side of me. And then the other side of me is like, yeah, man, let's cut down this door and go kill the royal family.
She
I don't
does.
necessarily need to kill the family and take the castle, but like, we just did everything we could to help, and then she's locking us away? No.
Her mom or her dad is the banshee, or she's the banshee. What?
Well, yeah. I think maybe she might be the banshee just because she's trying to keep her. Maybe she's like sucking that energy just to keep her dad alive. Like,
Yeah, I thought of that.
yeah.
So I was like, oh, I
In
want to
any
take a good
case-
look at her.
It needs to die.
No,
Right?
I
Yeah.
mean, yes, that's our paladins. That's what we do. We're the best at what we do, and what we do ain't very nice.
It is not.
Someone's got to do it.
Yep.
It felt good tonight. And you got the banshee and the MacGuffin and
mean-
figured out how to work it.
Ish.
We got
All
a
these things are
banshee.
ish.
You got the MacGuffin and you figured out how to work
Still
the
felt
MacGuffin.
good.
I'm gonna put those in
Like,
the
I'm not
win
gonna-
column.
It's totally felt good.
true.
Of course, I have to do a
And it
lot.
definitely was a win.
I have to do a lot more planning for next time because now I have no idea what you're doing when it comes to. You guys are the best there is at what you do, and what you do ain't pretty. I don't know. There's a lot of charisma points in this group. I think they make it look pretty.
We
It
definitely
looked pretty
can
when
get
Azteki smited them.
Yeah, after
we're
that,
full of all sorts of shenanigans here.
after that roll, I think Azteki is going to be like leading the charge a lot more often. Like, wait a minute, I can heal, or I can do an extra 3d8 damage.
Yeah, right? You guys missed that blast? Well, too bad. The pain train is back in town.
Yeah. Should I heal you for 2 damage or kill them all?
I know you're bleeding out, but bleed out slower.
Just hold it in. Hold your entrails in. You're
Just
fine.
suck it in.
Yeah.
Suck it back in.
Yeah, put the toothpaste back in the tube. You'll be fine.
It is funny watching the group that has no dedicated healer try to figure it all out.
Well, I mean,
That was what I was like. You
I
make
gotta
potions,
heal,
right? Healing
you
potions,
gotta
maybe?
heal. My hope was to be able to make potions, so hopefully we can do that from now
Mhm.
on.
Even if we all just had one, like, as like a, oh shit situation potion.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean that's kind of like the role that I filled. It's that oh shit role. Like you got lay of
Oh,
hands,
yeah.
you got the AOE
We got both
heal.
the oh shit.
Yeah, you know.
I predict more. Get them.
Yeah, we're gonna be getting them. getting them as hard as we can.
You know, you're blessed. You got your saving throws at advantage. You know, like
We should
I
see
think
if
it.
there's a book of exploding runes in here. Maybe that'll open the door for us.
Yeah, I think we roll a high risk, high reward team.
Oh, we do. We are
Yeah.
the canniest team I've ever played with.
Yeah, there is no stability. We either finish them quick or we
Yeah, very
barely hold it together.
Very chaotic.
Which makes
Yeah,
me
it's either like that Banshee fight where it's like bam and it's done, or we're like playing whack-a-mole, bringing our players back up, down, back up, down.
well.
It's like the same fight twice.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to give you too much away of the mechanics on that lantern, but I think you figured most of it out, and you were pretty close to not making it through that, even the second fight. So
Because I'm just assuming she just kind of escapes if we don't keep the light on her.
sure.
We did keep the light on her though.
Or she just murders us all horribly. I don't know.
Although remember, this combat she didn't pop her death whale.
Oh, I assumed she wasn't able to because the light was on her.
Right.
I guess that is an assumption. I even said the word assume.
Well, I thought she did because she like grew in size, and then we all had to make a.
Well, that was
No,
a
she
different
was
attack.
just trying to scare us.
Oh, that's something different. I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was like, "I'll be spooky. They'll leave me alone."
I mean,
So that
she
was
did.
like a fear thing.
It was like the librarian in the beginning of Ghostbusters.
Yeah, she did scream at me very
I was
angrily.
feeling that right there when it was happening. I'm like, "Oh man, this is just like the beginning." Of Ghostbusters.
Well, protection from good and evil does help against charm and fear. So
Yeah.
I could have used that to get the lantern back under control. That was my worry in that fight. Is that we would lose the lantern.
If Nebula got
Samara.
if Samara got priorities, lantern, then Samara. We can afford to lose the elf. We just can't afford to lose the lantern.
Who's gonna use the lantern?
I would pick
It's
it up
just
and
like
use it.
the fight where Azteki had the knuckle bones, right? Because it was like Azteki went down, we're like, "Oh, we need him to get back up because we need that sky to open back up." Not that we didn't want Azteki, but we really needed the magic wand.
Yeah, I remember that. It was like a Steki goes down and the sky goes black. It's like, oh, maybe we should get him up.
Yeah, run over and use a healing spell.
We do tend to put like everything we have in one basket. Maybe we should try not to do that so much.
We haven't had a lot of options.
True.
I just got an alert sound. I don't know why. And welcome back, Bullshit. Glad to have you hanging out with us here at the end of our game tonight. It's always good to have you along. I feel like we're in a pretty good spot. I think I'm going to kind of wind down our game for the night. Some updates as to what's coming up on... Well, actually, I'll let everybody else talk about what's coming up. Nebula, you got anything fun planned this week over on Nebula Gaming?
Just trying to finish up Assassin's Creed Valhalla and get into more of Immortals Phoenix Rising probably, and maybe a couple like what do I call it? Not co-op streams, but like co-op gaming with some other people. So yeah.
Well, that's where it is. Oh, and thank you for the biddies, Black Cell. That is great to have, and we appreciate all the support to the stream that keeps the lights on, the microphones on, and the dice rolling. Jeremy, do you have anything fun coming up this week over at Spinny Home?
We have been playing No Man's Sky in VR, and it is like really trippy and a good time. So if you want to watch me pretend to play Star Trek but actually be playing No Man's Sky, that's what I'll be doing.
Is that how that works?
So like you have your like one tool, right? And then you like pop a thing where you can like use it to scan instead. And I'm like, this is just Star Trek. And it's also a laser for mining and also a laser for shooting stuff. feels like Star Trek.
Cool. Well, yeah.
It's not wrong.
If you want to see those and you haven't given these two amazing streamers a follow, you owe it to yourself to hop over to either of those channels and hit the follow, because they are both amazing content creators. Over here at Lantern Noir Presents, tomorrow night is our Monday Night Mysteries. My wife Jenny is working that night. She has a meeting, so it's going to be a different cast than usual, which will be a lot of fun. And then Tuesday, as we always do Tuesday at 5 o'clock, there is the happy hour at the Old Timer Tavern. I don't know if we're going to tackle the most recent wheelchair debate. I kind of want to, but I'm not sure we're ready to. And then part of me is like, well, it'll get us a lot of eyeballs if we go in there. So we'll see. And then I'll be back again at the weekend for my usual Friday, Saturday night streams. And then we're back again next week on Sunday around 7 p.m. Eastern time-ish. For the next chapter in The Mists of Ever Twilight, we find out what happens to our heroes now that they've been locked in a library, in a castle, in a realm where the sun literally is unable to pierce the veil of darkness. So, I am going to ship everybody out. Where am I shipping everybody? Let's see. Given the crowd we have tonight, I'm thinking we're going to go hang out with he's running a rerun, so we won't do that. I'm gonna throw you guys at the Raven Armed because he's got a stream going tonight and he's always fun to hang out with. So if you're looking for one last hurrah before your work week, you should absolutely go check this out. He is always a laugh and a half. If he's on, I just hit rate, it says he's not on, so let me see if I can catch him. But he is always just a great time. Yeah, it looks like he's just hanging out tonight. So I'm going to send you over there and hang out with him. Until next we all meet up. Make sure you've given a follow. Make sure you've set your clocks. We'll see you back here for D&D next Sunday. Until then, please wear your flippin' mask. And above all else, stay safe.